Good morning, people. My bad. Let me get to the pleasantries out the way. Oh, yeah, turn your phone down. Let me get this together for you. Let me get this. Y'all see who in the building. You know he come in every Thursday. Good morning, Ashley Gatis, Nicholas J. Gatis. Good morning. I ain't going. Keep supporting us from Philly. Asaya Quill, that's AKA Mama Quill. Cicero McGill, what it do? Unapologetic, don't let her fix you a cup of nothing. Jazzy Melody, good morning. Kobe Fatty, AKA Elizabeth P. Finney. Fonda Brewer, good morning. Lawana Terry, good morning. It's always a pleasure to see you in the flesh. Barb Harrington, good morning. Meat Freaks, Barbecue. Y'all know where he coming from. Palaca, Florida in the building. Miss Carolyn Hendricks. It was a blessing to see you, Miss Carolyn. A blessing. Maria Carter, what up, fam? Good brother. My good brother coming in from Fairfield, California. That's Marcus Fielder, in case y'all don't know who that is. Mr. Thomas, good morning. Cameron Hardy. Uh-oh. One of my ops then popped in. Love Mama coming in from Fairfield, Indiana, by way of the shot. Good morning. Oh, my bad. Grand Rising. Marshall Green, good morning. Cassandra Scott, good morning. Marcia A. Tarper, that's the family coming in from the west side of the United States. What it do? If you don't know what the west side is, she's coming in from California. Teresa, good morning. Cash Williams. Kamala Buford, good morning. Stanley Wood, I see you. And y'all know she gonna get here when she get here. It's Passion Week. Tasha Lynn, good morning. Terry Nixon, good morning. Isaiah Thomas, good morning. I don't know how you making it in, Terry, and y'all going to the same church, and she not here. Unbelievable. But I mean, it's the maybe she did so much praising that she just couldn't get here. Doing this week, this is a rough week for the sister when mixing that in with a little Taco Bell. But nevertheless, she's here in spirit. Kay Michelle, good morning. She tapping in from the shy. Good morning. Uh-oh. RJ Cat, the only one that can keep me in trouble. What it do, RJ Cat? And we got Unc in the building. Carl Lewis, what it do? Donnell Meredith, what it do? And we here, y'all see, I couldn't wait till this day when Thursday come. I was like, y'all smash that like button too on your way in. I couldn't wait till Thursday got here because I'm like, listen, the king on his way, and we finna get to serious business. Sweet Cupcake on break, what it do? Thanks for tapping in. Jaja boy, top of the morning to you. We finna get right down to it all. 'Cause no better than the maestro himself that can break this foolishness down. Mr. Davis,
Yes, sir.
how you been feeling about what's been going on right now? I know we had Miss Biggs going to court,
Mm-hmm.
got through that. Then we had Jedediah Brown's been in town, and he came down with support from the family from Dalton that came in to support the family here, and they came down to city council. And this is where the city went up in roar at.
Mm-hmm.
From you being sitting back being an observer, or as I would say, a watcher, what did you think?
Mickey, it's nothing short of a crying shame. It's nothing short of a crying shame what's going on in this little hick town called Flint. I'm getting
Facts.
so frustrated with it. I don't even know what to say no more because the unity have been broken now. They finally broken the unity. What little was left.
Right.
When other communities come in to help you, such as Jedediah, his team, you have John them here trying to help. You have servants in the community trying to help Miss Biggs and the host of them. It had to. I don't know no other word to say other than people agenda starting to show now. It's no longer politics; it's agendas. And the agenda, at the end of the day, is poverty picking poor folks, pimping. They pimping poor folks for money, and they ain't doing nothing for them. It's horrific how these residents is living, at least in my neighborhood, in the side of town that I actually peruse. It's just disheartening at the best, and I just wish the people across the country, which is more engaged than the people in the city, because older folks now in Flint, Michigan, where I live, they don't have the luxuries of having YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or none of this. Because most of them struggling to keep their lights on, keep their water on, try to pay their mortgage. They struggling on fixed income. While people here clowning, when you got people that's really severely trying to help these folks. Kids ain't had nothing to eat last night. They catching the bus. It's still cold out there without coats. And this is what these... Mickey, I'm almost lost for words. But I could tell you this much. They trying to demonize and villainize. God always sent a ram in the bush. Jedediah, I never spoke to him personally. John, I have spoke to. God always have a ram in the bush to come to help you. You can't say, we didn't have a help, just like that car was burning and had that crash on Pearson with the kids in it. And I heard somebody do the verbiage of, who was them heroes that pulled them out of there? People, the media didn't cover them. It's the same thing. Who are the heroes coming to pull us out of this calamity we in? You had Pastor Gatis and them come up here, thanks to John them and y'all as well. But if people don't really understand, this is real. Mickey,
I'm listening.
This is not a dress rehearsal, ladies and gentlemen. Flint, all of the help that God has sent this way, even at the beginning of the water crisis, from Snoop Dogg to Beyonce and a litany of other superstar celebrities, Stevie Wonder, all of Mike, Magic Johnson, the whole stuff. They've been to Flint. But I used to use a verbiage, the train left the station, but now the destination have arrived in Flint. Mickey, yesterday, did you see that on council where they was doing, they had the
budget hearing? Well,
it should have been a budget hearing, but what I caught was the code enforcement department.
Right.
When they was getting all they ducks in row so they could subpoena to come into people's houses so they could take their property. And that's where we at now. People in Flint, the poor people finna get extradited out of here. Gentrification is here. But what I'm saying, I said all that to say this. What Jedediah and them doing is nothing short of what God had put in their heart to come here. And now Satan got his imps to divide everything and conquer everything y'all trying to do. And discourage them.
Good morning.
Hey, Winters.
She decided to show up.
He asked me.
Let you cook. Keep going.
No, but Winters, I'm frustrated. I could seriously might even drop a tear this morning. I'm really frustrated because the people out of town, they understand it.
Yeah.
They understand it. People don't spend money and support things. Times is hard for everybody all over the nation.
Right.
But they scramble the pot here and make it a joke. You got a rogue administration. You got a heifer down there sitting in Councilman Davis' second ward seat that the community, they had to rally them together against me.
Right.
And now most of my friends done died. They done got foreclosed out of the neighborhood and everything else. My personal friends.
Right.
It's personal to me.
I get it.
What y'all doing is personal. They trying to destroy y'all.
You see it, don't you? You see it, don't you?
No, they coming. Because it works. A lie is believable.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on here. And if somebody don't hurry up because what they have to do now, and I'm going to shut up. They got to get John out of here. They got to get Jedediah out of here. And then they can have their way.
Yep.
Because it's a money grab, ladies and gentlemen. This is an agenda that...
You saying everything I want to... No, you saying everything that I know. They want them out.
Mays raised hell. I used to talk to Mays in the morning. A lot of things, Mays He didn't have a filter.
Right.
When Mays got up there, you finna catch hell.
Yep.
He'll cuss his own mama out. He don't care. When he lose it, he loses.
Right.
He'll cuss. He don't care.
Anybody.
Everybody's fair game.
Facts.
I promise you.
We said it in facts.
Am I lying?
No, you're not
Mays
lying.
ain't gonna, okay, I'm gonna come down. No, I done seen him tell the get your, and Monica Galloway, this is my life, I'm gonna live it. Long story short, when you passionate about poor folks, because you're gonna be dead a lot longer than you are alive.
Facts.
This city now is finally collapsed from inside out for the poor community. It's a beautiful city if you middle class and up. It's beautiful.
Right.
They cut this. I can't cuss either, man. I'm trying to think of a name I could call. Neely, Priestley, Liddell Lewis, Candace. They did a ribbon cutting down
You
here at the
seen
plant.
that? What they had that ambassador up there for? That's
And
making
had that
all
lady
of
up
them
there.
look stupid.
And I'm not a Neely girl. She told me.
That's
Sean,
what she
Word,
told me.
I'm not a Neely. I seen
She
that at the
told-
credit union. I'm not a Neely girl.
So that's where she be at. I seen her at the credit union. She told me the same thing.
Well, she's at the teacher credit, but I'm not a Neely girl.
That's what she said.
I beg
That's
you to
what
differ.
she said.
Maurice don't play.
That's what she said.
I
Maurice.
stand up for Trump. I stand up for anybody that's gonna help poor folks. Cause Maurice can feed Maurice.
Facts.
My God he said, if you don't worship me, I'll cause a rock to cry out.
Yep.
Who is me to judge who God used to bless me? People now we there now.
Right.
And I don't like what I'm seeing, Winters.
Be
They gotta destroy y'all. They gotta destroy Jedediah. They got to and not let Beverly Biggs come to fruition.
Yep.
And I'm gonna shut up and I've talked enough, mate.
I know you didn't.
It's like, well, thank you for coming. That's the whole show.
I got some more for you because he's saying a lot right there. This is why you see, like, I mean, and like I said, I'm not gonna like get into the mud, but I wanted to see because I know you was able to sit back and see, like you said, they want to run Jedediah out, they want to run John out. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing against us because and even with Miss Biggs, because we got Tape Gate. And I'm not gonna dwell on Tape Gate.
And they scaredy cats.
Yeah. But I don't necessarily think that they want John out. They want John's money, and they need John on their side.
Well, when I say out of the arena of helping y'all.
Oh, absolutely.
Or helping
Absolutely.
Beverly Biggs.
100%.
They want to pull
correct.
them over to the other side of
There
the
you
fence
go.
like they did me.
There you
so
go.
when they tied my hand and put Audrey Muhammad said, one thing about Maurice, I'm more names coming out of my mouth.
Right.
Facts.
Don't do it to me. I ain't a refrigerator. I can't keep nothing. I'm going to tell Chris Martin, I'm going to say whoever it is, don't do it.
Right.
Get back on that porch if you can't handle it.
Right.
Because truth is truth. I'm here to tell you nothing but raw truth, and that's the scary part. I have no filter because, for one, like Dumas bought and paid for. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because you got to have courage. If you're scared to say a name, you ain't worthy to be
weak.
sitting downtown.
You're right.
Nah, they want to go in executive sessions. That's what they say names at an executive
You do
session.
it in public, I'm gonna check you in public, and I'm gonna say your name. If somebody talk about Winters, give me your name so I can tell Winters when I see you.
That's-
Who said
that's it.
I ain't gonna scum.
I wish
I
so many
heard
people would
this.
do that.
Somebody
Right,
said no.
right.
So and so said that.
Right.
That's why they don't like Maurice. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You need somebody that's fearless.
Right.
But
These ain't nothing but some cowards, some yes men and women. You can tell they can be controlled by $1.
and get on these podcasts and bash your head off.
Sure will. Send other fools to do it.
Exactly.
That they do. They send other fools to go do their work. And I ain't never seen nothing. Okay, my two brothers and tapped in, Elliot McCann, Bilal. Morning, my brothers. Teresa with the $5 super chat. Like, share, and subscribe, like the sister said. Like, share, and subscribe. No, that's what I know what you went through. I sat up here and watched it, what you went through. Prayer changes. Good morning for tapping in. They said morning to your niece Winters. Whoever
Morning.
prayer changes is. But I'm telling you, Ava Summers, good morning. You told the truth. It's the truth. That's why when you seen when I looked at it just from when Jedediah came on here yesterday, you know. But Flint has been kind of like the atmosphere of Flint is kind of funky right now.
It is.
It's a little funky. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick of all this. You got to be on this side. You got to be on this. Anytime somebody it seems like anytime help come to Flint, it's a problem. It's a problem. And if anybody want to act like you've been doing all of this and we still fighting the same thing, that goes back to the civil rights. What we fighting for right now in 2025? Housing, better jobs.
Well, they finna take everybody's house in Flint. If you on that north end, you might well get ready to give them one of them apartments they building.
Right.
That's Maurice D. Davis that said it.
Facts.
I don't care how stable you think you are, unless you make over $250,000 a year. Then I digress.
Right. Stanley
I'm telling you
Wood.
what I know to be true.
Stanley Wood, thank you for the $5 super chat.
I don't know if we talked about it already, but you can look it up on the Flint Property Portal. And
Michael
it'll
Cooley,
tell
my
you
good
like
brother.
what your neighborhood is, future projection.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
been
a
for
green
years.
space.
It's there, green space,
And
green
see,
one, green two.
I didn't see it until Dr. Wood's sister. She was like, "What does this mean?"
Oh man, what was I was doing?
This is green space.
Yeah.
He came on every Sundays, on Saturdays, and the King did something on Thursdays to come tell
with
y'all.
Suzanne Woolcox and cut her head when she was the head of planning and development with the city of Flint. And then Christine Kelly and them all at the land bank. I just had a meeting now this week with the land bank. I ain't even on council because see now they finna take Civic Park. I told you last week when they was going. But now they done went a step further. It ain't just picking with Maurice when the mayor say the gloves is off. No. Instead of the budget here, and he had, what's his name, from code enforcement, they finna go now and get warrants to come in people's house before they even approach you. They gonna start with the rental properties. And, and then they're gonna seize your property in with liens. So people get ready. This train is here. People ain't gonna laugh. These folks, I'm retired and my house paid for. Get ready, because every house, when I said years ago, when they changed redistrict and they redid the charter and zoning, in the 1976 charter, we was good on the north end. But now they did the 2017 charter, every house on the north end is condemnable. So ain't nobody comfortable. And it's $250 for them to even come out to your house to inspect.
Wow.
So they already know, and then they studied your income knowing we ain't got no money. They finna take everybody's property that they want.
Right.
Let's get ready.
Apartments, I seen somebody posted the other day, them apartments getting closer and closer to the hood.
They building it for them because Glenn Wilson of Community First that owned the Swayze House, Coolidge Place, the Grand Travelers or
Orchard Lane.
He owned all of that, which is Charles Stewart Mount Foundation, because see, they was commercial Charles Stewart, but now they got a residential side of Charles Stewart Mount Foundation. So now, Mickey, say something.
Yeah, hold on. We got a super chat from Maria Carter, $50. I got to read the.
Oh, ain't that a blessing?
The mayor, as the head of the city, needs to be active in these meetings, but he is so paid for this, there's no chance he can regain legitimate control of anything.
Facts. Thanks,
Thank
Maria.
you, Maria, for the $50 super chat.
Real quick, shouts out to A10 News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world. Around here, we call him Spacely Sprockets. Today, we just gonna call him Magnificent Mick.
And gonna take it.
And thank you to our guest, our third member of the Bump Club, Mr. Maurice Davis. We gotta quit calling him a guest. He family. And this is the club right here. So, what else is going on?
This is a question for you. Hold up, Maurice. This is from Mark Hutchinson. Said, what struck me about the budget hearing yesterday is that, one, they said they are self-funding. Two, none of them look like citizens in Flint. Self-funding means they are only interested in finding you.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And they callous.
So, Mick, let's back up a second, dog. Because when I pulled up yesterday on Saginaw Street, on two wheels, about to run up in the city council, why everybody was coming out?
It was over.
It wasn't like the meeting started at 4:30, Mickey.
Hold on, man. No. You got it wrong. The meeting started about 4:48.
4:48? You mean the meeting didn't start on time like it did the other day when all the people was there?
But they did it. No, it's still in that meeting. It's still at a standstill. Or did they come back and say no quorum? Because all I knew was the administration came in at 5 o'clock. They started getting in their seats. Then they went into, what did they call it? Standstill. She called some big word yesterday. You know, she tried to use a fancy word where they had them. Then they did come back because Davina went to go call. She got in contact with Dennis. JWC and Tanya said they wasn't gonna be able to make it, and Jonathan they never got a. I don't think she got an answer for.
So nothing got done.
Oh my goodness, Maurice, you on point with what you said. Mark Hutchins said they actually said they're going to now get warrants from a judge to enter your home to
That's
find
correct.
you. That is new level BS. Unbelievable.
I'm telling you the absolute truth.
Let's guess the judge.
Okay, said no quorum. Right, no quorum yesterday. And Book of Revelation said Judy at 7:40 p.m. adjourned to me. I mean, they getting what they want.
Yep, they are.
Like, you
But
right.
the thing to me is like we handing it to them. We not fighting because you got a few people that's getting some money, and they keeping everybody distracted with bullshit.
Well, see, once you elect somebody, I sit in the chair. I'm not speculating. I sit in the chair. The way it works, Winters. Once you elect somebody, nobody else's voice means nothing. It's only 9 voices in the city of Flint. I'm just giving frank and honest. I don't give a damn what they say. It's 9 voices. First ward through the 9th ward in the mayor. 10 people run the city of Flint. The problem, if you elect a dummy or opt as Mickey referred to him, okay, you done messed up because they speak for the 8,000 in every ward.
Facts.
I don't listen to you, so here go the problem. Nearly no in an election, they count numbers, not emotion. I'm gonna say it again. You could go down there and you could bring 1,000 people to that city hall. You think you done did something? They count numbers. What do I mean? Nearly been working LaShawn inside. What I mean? They been mailing out.
Yeah.
They while y'all out there, they looking at numbers. They looked at numbers when they removed Beverly Lewis and them out of the old Hasselbring over to the Kennedy Center.
Right.
They seen, okay, we only got about 500 people, 400, 200 people upset. Ed Taylor, oh man, there's 8,000 people over there. We ain't losing nothing. And then they divided them. It's numbers. It's not emotion.
Right.
You got to understand. You got to elect people that my voice is the ambassador for all other people I represent in the 2nd ward. Now, Liddell Lewis, when they was talking about the subpoenas, they were just wanting to make sure, like Priestley, well, I know some couples that's living in this house. Instead of, they should be the one advocating to help them folks. Not going to a judge and subpoenaing them folks out and seize their house and their property worked all their life for. But that's the callousness you done elected and finna do it again.
Right.
We're in trouble.
We sure are.
Then we got prayer changes with the $20 super chat.
Thank you.
They better vet her.
God
They
bless you.
said they better vet her on both sides. They themselves don't know what they got. Finally caught y'all live. Love you all. Love you back, prayer changes.
Thank you.
It's rough.
But God always got a ram in the bush.
Always.
Jedediah is a ram in the bush. It always comes from the outside. And I made a statement when I was on council, they cut my hair. I said, a white person, I ain't never had a black person bless me because it's a jealousy. We curse with jealousy. I don't give a damn. You get a nice car and they'll say, oh, my cousin, or a nice house. Oh, they went to your mansion tonight, but my cousin got it, and they catching the bus. My cousin got a mansion, and they got a helicopter pad. Just to down you, or your little car, your little
Facts.
podcast.
Right.
I remember y'all had that on there.
That
The little
was, That's
podcast.
always been big.
Yeah.
Everything we have. But it's a way of downing you.
Right.
That's a curse. If I want to be blessed, I better be a blessing.
That's true.
Because why? I need God to bless me. I don't need Neely to bless me.
But that's what he want. He want to be God. He wants you to
He's
come
going
to
to
him
be dead
and
a
beg
lot
him.
longer than he alive.
Facts.
You reap what you sow. Karma is real. Be careful, man. I keep telling you.
But they don't. But that let me know he don't really believe. These people don't believe in God, man.
But God is still God.
No, I know he still is, but this let me know they don't, and they know
You telling the truth.
because if they did, do you think he'd be running around saying this water good? You got Chris Martin, the games that he play, And then these other pastors, like, man, and I'm gonna say this: not all pastors are bad, but the ones that are bad, they give the ones, they outshine the ones who are really doing the work in the community. And that goes from all aspects. You always got some bad apples, and it seems like they always highlight the bad apples. I mean, they just be getting highlighted. Don't you know all these pastors here supposed to be getting behind, still saying, look, when they finna throw this thing together for this water? That they finna be joining up together. It's gonna be what is the church that's downtown? What church is that? Because they have it there every year. It's on
that big St. Michael's, St.
No, it's right there. It's right there.
Oh,
you know,
the People's
the
Church.
People's Church.
Yeah,
they always have it there. They have it there, and I'm telling you,
That's
I
the
done
gay
been
church.
to the last 3 of them.
Yeah, that's a gay church.
okay.
Yeah, I've been to the last 4 of them. Do you know the crowd gets smaller and smaller? That's how I met Jordan
the people
Sheraton.
dying and moving.
Yeah, they be dead. That's how I ran into Jordan Sheraton down there recording. Every year it gets the people that was there fighting, you find out, nope, this person died. I'm like, wow. But the mayor going around, running around, saying the water is the most tested water. Then you got his wife is the state rep. How much is she fighting for the residents here?
Nothing.
But ain't nobody saying nothing about that again. Do they really want her out?
Because they only talk about council.
They don't even. Oh.
Well, see, she got placed in the chair. Neely is the state rep.
Facts, we know that. He left the
100%.
staff down
Neely
there.
is the state rep. Cynthia is nice as she could be, but Neely is he running the whole shebang. And then Chris Martin is the governor. I'm just telling you. Dana Nelson, Garland Gilchrist, Chris Martin is, I know what I'm talking about.
He go with whoever downtown in that mayor's office. They put you down
right.
there for mayor. He gonna be down there, Mr.
Of course.
Maurice Davis. I love you.
You gonna
man.
follow?
Let's try to get this.
Chris Martin can do nothing for me. Nothing. The Bible said, woe to them that lead my sheep astray.
Right.
We're in a world of trouble, y'all. We're in a world of trouble. And the best way is you divide. A house divided against itself can't stand.
And you see it. That's why I'm like, anybody that's out here bragging, saying I did this, we're in the same condition. That's what I'm keep saying. You look at this, it's saying we gave up more because we got to go to the same store. We got to go to the same movie theater. You lose, we done lost more than we done gained. We straight consumers. Then this China thing, not to cut you off, you see what China showed about Gucci and everything. Even got Ashley
Absolutely
Furniture
correct.
up in there.
They got woo
Ashley Furniture said they was.
Yep.
from China.
Yeah, that furniture was coming from there,
As
man.
high as they
The
is.
facts. Should let you know it was cheap.
Man.
Some don't know
Cheap.
what they doing.
Man, I seen that about them bags. I'm
Gucci's
like,
and all
they
that
owe
stuff.
me
They
some money.
giving that. Oh man, they giving
I'm
that
so
mess.
damn mad. I don't know. I want to take all my purses back over to China and say I need a
Only a
refund.
fool would not buy off of TikTok. Only a fool would not buy off
He
of
said,
TikTok.
"Get him at the TikTok shop."
You better ask somebody.
Too many
Listen.
TV
No
buffs
more.
running around here anyway.
They owe Mickey that sponsorship, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. Wow, knowledge is power.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna tell you. Knowledge is power. Only a fool despises knowledge. But we, City of Flint, Lord help us.
Man, we and it seemed like we fighting over the wrong stuff. Ain't none of them what you just said. Ain't nobody. Have you seen? They not. You supposed to be fighting for that at council up there. Like y'all finna be gone. I don't know how many people done blew the horn. You've been telling them for so long, but nobody listening.
I got the letter for my water to be cut off this week. You know they're gonna cut my water off.
What?
Yeah. I wish Beverly wasn't at work right now so she could come and tell you she
We might have to do a Saturday morning special with her.
Listen, Winters. The letter came last week. I brought it on y'all's show when I was in last
Yep,
week.
I seen it.
And now you got deadlines. But it did say, I tell you what, if you don't respond this April 31st or last day of April, my water's supposed to be cut off. Ain't never been late. Ain't never not paid a bill. Because what they need to do is to send the inspectors in because, like I said, according to the charter, 1976, we was good. But 2017 charter and code, every house built before 1976 is condemnable. Flint, get that.
And
It's
once they cut
condemnable.
your water off, you can't operate or do
Well,
nothing.
no,
They
I
can
couldn't
take it.
anyway ever since the governor. That's why I had to quit doing hair.
Right.
So I only arch eyebrows now. And I had to do that in my dressing room, which the camp is actually a dressing room of mine.
Yeah.
But that's what happened. They forced me out the building. But now it's still my building, and the stage, they taking the stage and all, and showed the new rendering of white folks and everybody else, and they said they're going to move the stage. And I pay the consumers, I own the property, I own everything over there.
Meanwhile, down the street, they're giving Pastor McCatherine an award for being great.
His name on it. His name on everything there. Watch them preachers. Pastor Sherman McCatherine. Go ahead, Tabernacle. Whatever the name, and this is Maurice Davis, and I got nothing to do with the bump or A10 News Media Group.
I stand with
That's Maurice D. Davis alone. Check me and tell me if I'm lying.
The truth don't need no.
Oh, I don't play, Mickey.
Yeah, the truth.
I don't play. These corrupt folks is hurting these folks bad, and they don't have sense enough to see it.
And what is so sad, and a lot of these people is rolling with these people. That's what's
They don't
wicked.
know no better.
Yeah, I'm talking about the people, these backing these politicians.
Yes.
These people, the activists, all these people roll with some crooked people. I'm starting to see now, and that's to me what Jed came here and exposing. He's starting to see.
Jed, but they telling Jed so many different stories.
Of course.
He like, and my advice to him was roll solo. You ain't even got to roll with us. Just roll solo and figure it out by yourself.
Well, normally I say what come from the heart, touch the heart. If I was talking to Jed right now, Jedediah, I would tell him like this. I know you don't know me from a campaign. Google Maurice Davis. You'll find out I don't play. A leader leads. I don't ask for permission. I go. And then I look back and say, it's clear. Let's go. We got it back. That's how I roll. Now, Jedediah is the same thing. I seen him shedding tears on the podcast. I heard him out his own mouth say stuff he could have been doing and how his mama check on him because he doing dangerous work. The man is brilliant. He really is a activist.
Right.
He really gets stuff done. And that's going to prick some people that want to be, the way you have to do it is this. He really have a connection and a passion for people. That's different from my own ego and my own pride. I don't feel pride out of that guy. I don't feel pride. I don't feel pride out of John. I talk to John like, y'all know how I roll. I need your money. Man, that's you crazy. I got a God. But we're going to work together and do this because I use like this. God send whoever he want to help you. Mm-hmm. And if you're a blessing, you're a blessing.
Right.
Like if we never seen eye to eye, I'm talking about us and me, you and Mickey, you won't never hear me say nothing bad about y'all. Ever. I don't roll like that. You ain't never heard me say bad about what's a nobody. It ain't gonna happen. It just don't happen. Because why? We all we got. At the end of the day, I don't want to see nobody die. And we letting everybody die.
You right.
Everybody finna die. And that's what's happening. And we don't have sense enough to see it.
And that's what, to me, that's a distraction. Like, even when that opera money came in, we still fighting over opera money where the people are, arguing. The opera money is going where it's going. You know what I'm saying?
That money was for about 18 people.
Facts.
It never was no money. When Mays and them was raising hell, he didn't go in certain places. I knew. And I came right on the podcast, running right up against the wall, of purging myself to say what I could say. I've been knowing. What y'all keep talking about? Ain't no money. You was add-ons. That's why, watch this. How the hell I got to prove damages when the water come from the same water bill that I pay was poison water. And all of a sudden, I done got poison. I got to go to a court of law and prove damages. And then once I prove it, wait a minute, how can I prove it? And ain't anybody that's listening to me in Flint, Michigan, tell me what doctor said that water was bad. I'll wait.
Facts.
I'll wait. And this is ground zero.
Because it wasn't, not one doctor said anything.
Beverly Neese died of Legionnaires out here in McLaren. Tell me a doctor that's going to say you was affected by that water.
Not one.
Not one.
I know.
So what?
Not
Why?
one.
Because it was handed out to the impoverished community. They say we can't get this money to these poor Negroes and white folks.
You know what they said? They told me. They did a study out at the hospital. Lead's always been here in the water. It's always been in the paint.
Obama did it too.
Just watch, back in the 70s it was high and then it went down and then it's just spiking back up again. Every few years you're going to see the same trend.
And the effect on kids is getting progressively worse. So what they did, instead of benefiting the kids were supposed to be 80% of the money, and then 15 or 20 was supposed to go to the adults for the appliances, not for your health. But watch this. they made kids requalify when they got big. Now kids they quit even teaching them how to sign their name.
Right, can't even.
Kids can't even
cursive.
sign their name now.
Right.
Is you kidding me? So they built them a juvenile home, throw them away, and we letting it happen. So-called leadership. It's action.
They building a juvenile home that they want to make pretty. Did you hear that? They wanted to give this lady some money down there, art, and put it on the walls and stuff.
Because listen,
it's a juvenile home. Damn it, they ain't supposed to be comfortable.
Winters, y'all is all over the thing proper. Y'all, you and Mickey and them, y'all doing it proper. But the problem is this: you're electing so-called big shots, not regular people.
Want to be big shots.
That's exactly. That's exactly because a big shot don't open their mouth.
Facts.
You don't even
notice how John's dressed.
You won't even
when
know.
John come on here, he rail on back. Cause he is who he is. He ain't gotta pretend to be something you ain't.
Look at Phil Schultz.
Man,
I don't even know what kind of car that man drive. All you see him in is a black
Phil
hat
Schultz, he came
jacket.
Let me give you this quick caveat story. Backpedal. Phil Schultz came to the salon. Phil Schultz came to the beauty shop.
On Dayton?
Hell yes. Up the wrong way.
Okay.
Got out his regular, it was an older car.
See?
Came up there with that, I had a big truck. And on the back of that old truck, I had an old rusty nickel sitting on the bumper that about 50 years old. No, but it was on the ground. And he reached down and said, man, what the hell you doing with money on the ground? What the hell wrong with you?
See?
You gonna let this money just sit here?
See?
I understood exactly what he said from that day to this one.
See? He didn't come in with no Rolexes and big diamond chains.
Man, gone.
All I do is go watch how Bill Gates gonna be
Schultz's
dressed.
name is on the Garden Hilton. That's the Hilton. Mm-hmm. He's on the Capitol Theater, Cultural Center Academy.
Keep going.
Sweetwater. The Mock Culinary School. Sweetwater, the X Club. Zolo's. Raspberry, everything down there. I'm on the board of economic development, and so is Maurice Davis when they come before. And Weaver was the mayor most of the time. She was the chair. Me and her went for, and then when Neely came, I was supposed to be off. With Liddell and them down there, I'm still in the mayor's office as economic development while they holding council. Ask City Capitol. See if my name ain't on it. I could go on and on. I try to help people when I see, you playing us. Man, gone gloves off. He got those smirky, charismatic, and, they often say, well, Maurice, you pat him on the head. Yes, I'm gonna let you prove who you are to me. Right. I can't go by what somebody said. I need to see with my own eyes. But I'm a learner.
Right.
But that is the story, Winters.
Nah, I believe you because you can just see how it's going. Oh, it's a question for you right quick, Maurice. Let me put it up here. It's from Woodrow Green. A question. Maurice, are you doing anything to help Bev? Are you doing anything currently in the second ward to help people?
Man, let me tell you something. That's every day. Somebody asked that on Facebook because I put up a Trump promotion thing the other day. I said, these niggas, it's appalling to me. I live in the second ward. All day long, like I'm on council to this day. Foreclosures, all kinds. And I told Beverly, don't you never ask me about no damn. I told her even yesterday, I want to move toward Nashville or even out toward Hollywood somewhere, where my buddies run. I have to try to help folks. Ask Beverly Biggs, do I help her with all my might? Ask Beverly Lewis. Ask Rose Morrow.
I know you do.
Any of these folks.
I know what you do.
My job is here. I don't blow no whistle. And no. That's being political and trying to get something for something. I ain't running for nothing. I'm trying my best to keep people from dying and keeping their house. That don't even know they finna lose their house.
I just seen that comment from LaSanya Larry. She said the mayor of Flint City is too calm about next month. You know why he's so calm about next month? He runs City Hall. He run the clerk's office. He run the elections. When you have your city clerk, and I like Davina personally, professionally, I understand everybody needs a job. It's hard time.
Yes.
But you know right from wrong. When she stood up at that budget hearing and said, and she wasn't standing, but when she sat there and she said, I don't know when the voter roll is going to be updated. That let me know we in trouble. You got all of these absentees going out. Houses ain't there. People ain't there. They get returned to sender. Then they don't seal up the absentee ballot box where you can even go back and recount them, and the election still gets certified. That's how he keep winning. Every damn seat that has become vacant always end up with nearly people. Now they on Leon. They want to get Leon out. It ain't the next runner-up gonna automatically get the position. We're gonna be right back in this boat again.
It's almost enough people that Neely. First of all, I seen Neely try to neutralize Dorico Lord. Pay attention. I see game. Dorico, nice as he could be, he would be to me Neely's strongest aerial competition.
Yep.
Dorico Lord. He gonna lean over and the spiel he gave you. Did you listen to that video at Ashley when Dorico Lord is this and Dorico Lord is that? Running that same old game and had Dorico right in that picture. Click it as the county
like
commission.
we a team. We on the same page.
But at the same time with Alameen, Liddell Lewis, and now LaShawn, he running them right now, full bloom in people's doors. Right now. While everybody else is distracted. And they got the numbers of how they done shrunk the North End. They ain't bringing nobody back, and the nationality comeback gonna come back as a Neely. That's why he played the kids baseball, and he trying to get the young votes. Pay attention. He running game.
Yeah.
So he counting heads.
He's slick as hell.
Just like with Miss Lewis, Miss Biggs, be careful. It ain't gonna be no Dumas. It's gonna be LaShawn, cause she gonna use Dumas to divide.
They been trying to keep him so clean, though, squeaky clean.
Man,
now you done been in Flint your whole life, haven't you?
Gone.
Your whole life you done been here.
Ain't gone.
How come Dumas ain't never won nothing before now? And he ain't gonna win this one.
He ain't gonna win. He ain't. For one, Dumas ain't a friendly person like that.
Facts.
I'm just gonna be frank and honest. You gotta be a people person. I'm a musician. I can't. And not only that, I'm a beautician. I deal with public. I deal with pacifying everybody's problem. Is my Reese's problem. You gotta be a people person. Dumas ain't friendly, and he got the air. A lie don't care who tell it. And I better lay that there right now. Because, where you reside and yada, yada, yada. And watch this, where there's money, there's corruption. Even though that's just shy of, to me, minimum wage being on council. It ain't and whoever thinking my reach running for that, you got to be out your, I can make that in an hour. People don't understand. It's money, and they want the money on fixed income and prestige.
That's it. Because he will you can't pay me enough money to tell me AC gonna do what you did when you was a council person. You and Beverly would get out there, people be snowed in, y'all going to plow, y'all cutting grass,
and
y'all picking up trash. He ain't about to do that.
This is what really get me. Now, if you want to go there, Winters, I know how to click work with the phone calls. Mays got them. Everybody got them. Hey, Mays, I need you to do this. Mays, I need you to do that. Maurice, I need you to do this. We need to do that. We need to do that. If it ain't going to benefit these people that's hurting, you got to have resolutions. We got to do away with all of these reallocation of funds. Stipulations. That's the only reason I told Beverly, if I ran, I don't know how much time I'd give you, but I will go in there and go straight to the law department and have them to help me with my resolution to remove stipulations. We got to make sure over 65 we can, them citizens don't need to pay taxes no more. Right. The ones that's already in Flint, they need to be grandfathered in on their taxes. Right. It's a lot of work, but Liddell ain't never did nothing like that.
I agree.
You need people that help the residents. And then, y'all, hell with it. I'm done what I want to do. I'll put the seat back vacant. Because I got work to do. But the point of it is, they need to hustle. Or the clock.
Right. And what about? Oh, I'm sorry, Mickey. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And we got a super chat $20 from Jeff Johnson. He said, "Put a little something in the hat. 810 all day, every day." Thank you, brother Jeff Johnson from the ATL.
So, it's council as the whole. Right now, if you was from the outside looking in, you would just think it's just 4 council people in Flint. because that's all we see with the mayor. But what baffles me, Maurice, and I really want to hear your answer to this. We had how much money did we have come in?
94.7 million.
$94.7 million dollars come in. Why won't anybody on council ask, how much money do we have left? Why isn't anyone keeping up with the money? And if they do know, why are they not telling the public? Who has received the money? It's like they not asking the right questions down there. Why they allow Judy to sit there and say, I ain't balanced
a raggedy. Now at the.
Hold that thought 1 second. We got Jonathan Joy with the $4.99,
Thank you,
$49.99 super chat. Thank you, good brother, Jonathan Joy.
Thank you.
But Winters, when it comes to the opera funds, needing them know that money been gone.
Mm-hmm.
That money been gone. My question when I was doing the podcast when it was first coming in, where's the interest of it at?
I asked that
Who
too.
account is the interest in? But the main thing why I'm finna say the council is raggedy, why in the hell would I ever ask a Judy Priestley anything? She only the chair of the finance committee. That means I'm just here to chair the meeting and watch this. I have chaired finance committee, and Kate Fields was the chair, or either Mays the chair of finance committee, or whoever. And I'm just here to, to make sure it's order in the quorum in the committee, in the meeting. But William Newsom, when Weaver was down there, that's where we got a finance question. Mr. Newsom, we need you. And he'll bring his whole department, the finance department will come up there to answer our question.
They ran him right down the Pontiac.
How can anybody be how can you be a student at anything? Articulate is one thing, because you just know proper English.
Right.
But to get a job done, I need to talk. Neely is only the mayor. And that's why he got Tremanda and all of them over the treasury and yada, yada, yada. I need to talk to the department head. But in a council setting, especially committee, you need to have the actual department head there. Just like they brought the chief there. If I got a police question or brutality or whatever, I need to talk to the chief.
Right.
Burn rid of whoever over the department. Fire, we got a fire issue. Give me Barton or whoever the chief is now. Theron Wiggins, whoever. And that's how they go. But how in the hell you allow to have a meeting and you letting Ed Taylor, Neely come and then present a budget without even having a finance person there?
Well,
and
if we had one there, you don't know
I
shit.
postponed until, when can he be here at a time certain? I postponed this meeting.
Maurice, that's another question. The CFO don't know a damn thing. He asked Judy, well, what do you got on your paper? We'll just go with that.
I ain't got nothing on my paperwork. Now tell me what's going on.
He can't. And
that's how you put it on.
Council allow it.
Mays was excellent and expert at putting it on record. Tanya Burns and anybody else. Put it on record. You don't got to have no votes to put it on record.
Well, see, and that's the answer I get. Because I ask them, how come y'all don't put a motion on the floor? First, they said they can't do a resolution because they changed the rules, and the resolution's got to be written. It's got to go through the president before it gets to the
claim,
but the motion is always
that they
order.
had a hearing, public hearing, to change the rules because they had the votes.
They did,
and I could see that.
They did. They had it last April because I was telling everybody.
Then I went to the state attorney general. I went to somewhere according to law and put it back into the state of Michigan hand and say, look, this here is a rule body. Mm-hmm. It's out of order.
And they slid it through. Because
if I had to go to federal Supreme Court, I would have changed it back.
They wasn't never supposed to approve the rules. If you've been really following it, they had the hearing. Dennis was not there when they approved the rules because it wasn't supposed to get approved. It was supposed to be sent back to committee. They passed it.
And then you still, a year later, still operating without a chair. Without a president and the vice.
I have never.
And Madam Chair, is you crazy? I wouldn't call that her for nothing.
I wouldn't call her nothing. Neither one of them. November, your time was up. Y'all looking foolish.
You can jump over the municipality of Flint and at least go to the state Supreme Court. This year, I wouldn't let no low court rule on something that, look, you stay over at the county. This here is out of order, and it need to be put back in order according to the charter, which is the Constitution of Flint. See, one thing, you got people that ain't never been, and that's the thing. It's a lot of learning. It took me 4 years to get this because I ain't going to do nothing. I don't know how to do it. I'm going to sit back and Mays was the teacher. I learned how to be in governance. And they don't like that. Yeah. And when I got it, I know how to get it done.
I see why Jed probably want to bounce. If he did want to, I see why now. Because like I listen to certain things when people be saying, when he come and saying, like, you know what I'm saying, not really saying it that way, but he was like, this, y'all let all this go down?
Yes.
That like, did you know, and like other places not going for this. But you know what I'm saying? I think when you come here, when you see the different layers, because a lot of people is using this stuff to enhance what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? They not really here for the people. The Flint is really a stepping stone for people to get their money. Why you think certain people like stuff that's going on? You wouldn't, listen, Flint need all the help it get. When them people came from Dalton, Jedediah brought up here, a lot of them was thinking that the water was fixed. I met a lady yesterday that was from Dalton that was at a council yesterday. She said, we thought y'all water was fixed.
But Mickey, I need somebody to understand when I tell them this. The water is fixed. And I'm mad as hell about it. The water is fixed. Can I say it again to this camera? The water is fixed.
Where? Downtown?
For Flint, Michigan. This is the point. Poor folks is wrote off the book. If I tell you, just because you still living in now with medical conditions and all kinds of coughs that don't go away and ailments and high blood pressure and all this other stuff caused by this caustic ass water, they brought in a whole nother pipeline out to the Flint Township. And then they divided that pipeline, and guess what? General Motors building cars off of Flint Township.
Absolutely.
Not Flint. Am I lying?
No, you're telling the 100%.
The water is fixed. But to poor folks, they rezone this. That's why they're going to get affidavits and warrants and all these subpoenas and liens. Because now, didn't you just told me went to about green space? That means no more living over here.
Right.
They brought that down. So therefore, you just living over here on borrowed time, and they putting where they felt they done put in the pipelines, these apartments, where you gonna future tense live. And now they finna where? Condemn you out of on the north side where the water, here we go, not fixed.
Right.
Because it's commercial. Mickey, they're not gonna fix the residential 7th Ward, the 8th Ward, certain parts. Most I'll be hard pressed to say that water ain't fixed. And I know downtown they did the whole infrastructure. We in trouble. The poor folks having a voice. You voting people in too big shot to care about the least of these. You can't build a house without a solid foundation. And we in trouble. And we in serious trouble. Because people literally dying. They got stipulation you don't even qualify to get in the shelter. I'm telling you, we're in trouble. They done messed these kids up. Where can these kids graduate and what job they gonna work? You gotta have advanced labor skills to work at any of them plants they cutting the ribbons for.
Yep.
And they calling them scholars. Man, come on now.
Man, look, the school board
Scholars.
This is the whole game that I said yesterday. Now we finna really get into the wickedness, and that's what I be mean. But these be the people to be on these boards.
Yep.
We got the same woman that's on the end, and I got nothing but respect for her. Linda Booth, ENA board member, but she's an ambassador. How is you even playing? You on the ENA board? You supposed to know that's not even in the charter, the ambassador. But yet she on the ENA board. She's an ambassador. So you going along with LaShawn being. And then, being ambassador, no, that's not even the game you should be playing. No, it ain't no ombudsman, but yet she's on the school board too.
Wow.
And like I say, they going along with all the BS, and it's no shade to it, just the honest. How can you say anything when you been on the ENA board, you knowing you shouldn't even be playing that game, saying you're an ambassador, like, look, man, I can't do that. This is not in the charter. So when they say the charter don't mean nothing.
Well, I tell you one thing, Mickey. We are brothers and sisters keeper.
Are we?
Oh, y'all are. Trust me. That's why you catching hell. God always I have to keep referring back. I made it this far, and I don't even know how I made it. And it had to be nothing but God. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now, the people that's still walking with the COVID came, the biological warfare, whatever that was, and you survived that, and it was killing people, 2 or 3 in a house, and we still here. Nothing but God.
Facts.
I'm going to tell you something. Perilous times shall come. This is all Bible prophecy. The poor will always be among you. But the Bible says to the least of these, this is spiritual warfare. It seriously is a spiritual. Notice how the clergy that teamed up. The Bible says come out from among them. It didn't mean rubes and all these clubs. No, unbelievers.
Right.
God got, man, come on. It's just unreal, y'all.
Well, since you on the Economic Board of Development, we got a couple questions. One from me, one from my good sis Deborah Luna in the chat. Do you know why they cleaning up over there behind Stevens Moving Company? I mean, they cleaning it up too.
Well, you know, that used to be a marijuana place.
They know that,
Boy,
did
shut up.
Don't tell her no more, Maurice. Don't tell her now. Don't give up the secret.
Grow facility.
Deborah, we didn't know that.
I know you did.
Yeah, right. Right.
Deborah.
How you
I'm
think
like,
that, go now
Deborah
ride by
probably
there and look
like,
at the doors on it. Man, go on.
the big Stevens.
Go look at the doors on the thing.
See,
if it ain't tanked up.
see if you knew all of that. Winters, well, you're
Nah,
99.9% on the
I don't
curve.
go over on the 4th Ward, but what is that? But where I do go, what are they building in that green space over there on Saginaw and Stewart? It's a
That
brand
was
new
supposed to be
building going up.
the veterans place.
See,
Veteran houses.
see.
Right
It's
behind
one big old building.
right behind North End Farmers Market.
This is right behind Richie to sell the
Well,
watermelons
that's the
and
North
stuff.
End Farmers Market.
See, up there, and you've been here all your life, Winter.
I see what you said. The North End Farmers Market with Richie sitting
That's
out
our
there.
farmers market.
That
The
is.
watermelon man and the peanuts.
So that's gonna be a veteran center.
Yeah, veterans suburban housing.
Tiny houses. Wasn't that what it was
Yes,
supposed to be?
Nearly
But
went
they
on
changed their
1420
mind.
talking about that. Yeah. Now this is, man, we're getting played hook, line, and sinker. Ain't nothing.
Guess you
free.
do gotta
And
watch other
everything. Every house they come down comes on the burden of the residents that's already on fixed income, retired, and Social Security.
Unbelievable.
Everything. Consumers going up this month. Your water
Facts.
going up this month. Your tax assessments
I
going
said
up.
that.
And
Yep.
that's called gentrification. And now they're going to go to court to seize your property. Come on now.
And how come council won't tell us this?
Because they're the one who did the questions. Candace was so enthused, they asked now. I said, well, maybe she's going to ask about trying to help the residents with the program, remove stipulations so they can keep their home, and you do something to help them make a sustainable model for them to live in their house. Shit.
Man, they was happy because the state coming in here to help collect what, income taxes
Man,
and stuff?
that was
I'm like, are you serious?
is that crazy work there?
When he brought the woman, the tax assessor came from Grand Blanc to only reason to bring higher tax assessments here. I'm telling you, I was you probably still not. I was down there. That's why they came here, stayed here, Clyde, and all of them. They're already here.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all manipulation. Neely is a master manipulator. That's why I'm frustrated with him, because I was not. I really helped you. I wasn't being a damn fool. I was being a good steward toward the people I represent. We poor, we beggars. Please help us.
Right.
And he didn't.
He didn't.
I sacrificed my own self, not gigging and all this other stuff I could have did around the country, to stay here to make sure I tried to help people.
Right.
And people act like they're doing me a favor? Is you kidding me?
Yeah, and you are the example of what I be saying. When you don't agree with them politically, they try to destroy you personally.
That's right.
Facts.
But, Winters, people power. Y'all have people power. That's why they finna get y'all.
Shit, come on.
Oh yeah, they been coming.
Laughing. This is not a laughing matter. Jedediah and them ain't here laughing. John them ain't here laughing. Miss Biggs ain't laughing. Miss Lewis ain't laughing. We getting thrown over until we get thrown out.
Yep.
Next gonna be we out.
Facts.
I'm telling you. And the ones looking in Flint, Michigan, they already took your house, fool. When I was a council person, we had trip hazards where the sidewalk, the roof, pull up, pump up the sidewalk. I go to the house, knock, knock, knock. Oh, I see the trip hazard you called me about. Council person Davis, Maurice Davis. I said, but let me see. I could deal with that sidewalk. I got a question. Is your water bill and your taxes paid? Oh, yeah. They ain't taking my house. I promise you, asked Beverly if she was sitting here. Within 6 months later, they door kick wide open. And I done seen some of them say, man, they done took my house.
Yep.
They done took my house. Sir, I get it. That's all I can do is try. I know stuff. I can't. When you're down there, they're gonna zip your lip. But here go a problem. How can two walk unless they agree? Nobody gonna walk. And if you see them with somebody, they agree with them. Right. Boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Two can't walk unless they agree. That's scripture. When that woman, the LaShawn, straight faced told me, "Oh, I'm not a Neely girl. I'm here for this and I'm here for that."
She said.
That's when my eyes popped up. Okay. Well, we'll look at.
We'll see.
Because, like I said, I don't go against Miss Bear because I don't never tell nobody what I'm thinking. Vote is a personal choice.
Right.
Because I want to hear everything you got. I don't want you to shut down on me. But yeah, you ain't got never. Neely ain't gonna tell me this. Lord help us. Right. Lord help us. Dumas, you clicked up with Weaver now. I know what happened to me behind my back. I know how that works. You can't tell me. Weaver is a nice lady. When Weaver ran, she came on dating on my couch, her and whoever it was. And I told her, ma'am, you ain't ready for no mayor. You ain't, for dealing with this kind of politics. You too nice of a church lady. You go to running church, ma'am, stay in church. I told her to her face, she'll tell you.
I agree.
I'm not nothing to play with. I've been out here. I play to win. But only way I can play to win, I play by rules, and I always stay zeroed in, microscopic focus on who I'm trying to help. And I don't change.
Well, Maurice, I seen Tay. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. No name. I see what y'all saying in the chat. Like, everybody, we know the problems. What's the solutions? How can we fix this? We got to get ready for 2026. My opinion, that I don't think a lot of people understand, we going up against a damn system.
A hell of a machine.
Every problem got a solution.
A machine.
Who don't know the solution? But will you be able to change to make things happen? To sustain, listen, how in the hell I'm going to get different results doing the same dumb shit? I'm going to just cut to the chase. Because I'm back against the wall.
Sure it is.
How in the hell can I sustain, go over on dating, everybody gone but me?
You're right. I took the
Tell me any resident, any neighbor, I was the school across the store, and I don't all that shit over. Mm-hmm. So I know something about winning. Now, what is the solution? When they come to voting, what somebody say, go by what they do.
I say that too, Maurice.
Can I just say that? Because it sounds low-hanging fruit.
Right.
This is high-hanging fruit. Damn what Maurice say. Right. Go by what Maurice do.
That's it.
Now,
that's it.
You're going to have all these articulate dummies that want this, all these articulate dummies.
Right.
Because why? What do they have?
Nothing.
Who got more to lose on that side of town than I do?
Right. And really,
they think I'm playing?
Right. And these are puppets. Because they being told what to do and what not to say. That's just like I'm looking at the comment like what Neely told her. That's what Mark Hutchinson said. Neely told her to say she not a Neely girl, but she studied popping up with Neely. He did the same thing with Leon when he got in there. He did the same thing with Candace. We already knew who he was finna bring up in there. What's sad on the other side is that, and I'm just going to say, A.C. Dumas and Rich Jones, but like they always, always hear this is a Democratic, you got the right to go run.
Now, and Mickey, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Winters, who asked that question, what's the solution? I'm finna give it to him cut and dry.
Tay and No Name.
Tay and No Name. Tay and No Name. Here go the answer, and whoever else might want to indulge listening. The answer you got to have, or try to reconvince, Rose Morrow, Miss Beverly Biggs, me, and keep Jonathan Jerry, keep Tanya Burns, keep Jerry Winfrey Carter, keep, who else got a little sense on that? And Mr. Pfeiffer.
He been playing. He ain't been playing, I mean.
But what I'm trying to say is this, Mickey. See, it ain't who I like and who I don't like. Mm-hmm. Because once you get 6 votes, oh, Lord, the cops become the mayor. First thing we do, change the rules back. Mm-hmm. Change it back like it was. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Next thing, go straight to the law department and do your ordinance to help people stay in their house. Get there. Blight or anybody else knock at anybody's door if it ain't to help mow the yard or help them clean their yard up.
Now,
no choice.
They bumpers know I done said whoop them downtown with that paper and pen.
You got to have votes. So now if y'all do different than that, listen to this mess. Shame on you. You just heard the answer. Mm-hmm. God got, and then you have John, you have your Jedediahs and everything else to do the heavy lifting. If you need to do some stuff in court or whatever they need to do, they'll do it. Because why? Then you're standing up for yourself. And one more thing. What's the two names?
Tay and No Name.
Tay and No Name. Right now, come May 5th, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Boots on the ground, my ass. Y'all do the hustle in front of that third ward and get them folks attention. Look, y'all, please, we need help to keep y'all house. We got somebody that's going to help us. Miss Beverly Biggs. I'm telling you what I know. Because ain't nothing like hand-to-hand contact.
Right.
She already the one in the neighborhood. And now when you see people with actually reinforcing, talking about how good and blessed this lady is to the community, just like Rose is a blessing to the community.
It's May 6th.
If I was going to run, I'm not running unless people help me tell these folks they lied on me.
Now they're starting this discouraging game again. I seen an article in the Flint
course.
Beat where they said, well, everyone in the third ward may not be eligible to vote because they have the redistricting lines that they drew.
You don't care about that. Popularity wins.
Of course.
Miss Biggs is the most popular candidate, but the problem is it's got to be pertaining to that ward. Mm-hmm. See, I know how to play the game, and they don't want you to know that. So what we need to do, infiltrate with nothing but flyers and mailers don't vote, but they help.
They do.
Bring attention. People is leery. But when you see people on the street, I don't care what ward, they got kinfolks. They got phones. Just talk about Miss Biggs, talk about Miss Biggs, talk about Miss Biggs. Let her get in there. And then once you destroy the primary, when it comes to the general, oh, shit.
Right. Can't get lax, though, because I done seen a couple people win the
that's what I'm
primary.
saying.
Right.
No, well, you want to destroy the primary. Yeah. You don't want it close with dealers.
Oh, no, you want to smash it out.
Destroy.
Right.
She have the energy right now to destroy. And if Jared died before, a day or so before Miss Biggs, and put her in proper light and get some, some that you can hand to people. And this is what you're getting. Like she want to do away with stipulations to help you repair your house. Mm-hmm. We want to pull the blight department where they help you remove your blight, not take your house for blight.
And Miss Biggs, if you're watching, or is Neil on here today? All the people that's calling you with big platforms, you should be on them.
I'm trying.
If not, you shouldn't be talking to them. They should be doing something to help you, not the other way around. You don't need nothing from them.
When we did Jackie Poplar, all I had was a copy machine. You ain't gonna let.
I didn't see no yard signs. I think you had one yard sign.
Now I got whoever said he voted for me. I already got a truckload of them. Blam. I'm going straight door to door and tell them, look, I'm not here to babysit you, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm here to help you keep your house.
Right.
And make sure you be able to sustain yourself. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to explain it to you. So that's the plan to get it done. That'll turn Flint around. You have people with compassion that know how to do it.
Right, because right now Flint is just being served by greedy people.
We fried.
Yeah, it's just being served by greedy people. And I do agree with that. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that I seen. What I just hate is just to me it's like certain factions don't want nothing to change.
It's money. It's agendas.
Agendas.
Yeah, that's what we really running into. Because a lot of people see everybody talking about they not getting paid. That's a lie. Because ain't nobody not gonna be doing nothing for free. And I've been saying that. Everybody, they want
us to.
Facts.
And they don't think AT&T supposed to take no money.
Right.
But come over here and give it to me, and then I'll piecemeal it off to AT&T.
Yeah.
No, dog.
Y'all platform is money, period. Having a voice in the community, in the country, is huge.
Facts.
Hell, they even tried to discourage. You heard Jed say on here yesterday morning. They told me if I come over here, that they was going to pull support from me. Then he ran into somebody else and said I don't know who it was, who he or she got all the information. But in order, if you want me to give you the paperwork, then you got to put me on retainer. Otherwise, you got to pay me for my information.
Yeah.
That's what he running into here.
Right. I think that man's strong enough to handle his own. That man, this is not nowhere near his first or last rodeo.
Right.
He go around the nation probably doing what he doing because you tell he's a pro at it. And he's 0%. he able to zone in on these hoochies they send to the hotel rooms
Right.
and set up just like I
Right.
am doing here. They didn't son them. Man, they was
I
pleading
remember.
with anybody know anything against Maurice.
Right.
Anybody.
I remember how they tried to destroy
You know I'm not lying.
Yep.
So you have to know you have to keep a crystal clean slate. But the thing of it is, that man agenda is to help
Right.
his bigs help us. Period.
But they don't want that. They don't. I ain't seen so many people that didn't want that woman in that seat, and it's just the facts. What it is. Them people
But they
be
don't
small.
say that to her in her face,
No,
Vicky.
they don't.
Them be the same people that don't want her in the seat. They be in her face and
Your
calling her all the time.
personality is not a bought personality.
No, it ain't.
That's why they mad.
She
So all
got-
them other people are bought and paid for.
Rosemary ain't no bought personality either. They might want to know that. That lady is strong. Miss Biggs is strong, and they strong on serving people, helping people. I don't co-sign for folks ain't gonna do the job.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna come back 4 years. Well, Maurice, you have pushed on it. It ain't happened yet.
Because they will come back and play that game. I done seen it.
They're like they on my head with the Trump thing. Stay on it until you realize you've been lied to, and I'm gonna show you this. Jedediah Hens is a blessing, right? Jedediah, I seen y'all or Mickey filmed them getting off a beautiful bus.
Mickey
by the way.
was there.
That was a nice ass bus, big ass bus. When he got off the bus, and then Maurice being a business mind, damn, somebody spent some money to bring all these folks here, and however they house them and fed them or whatever, somebody spent some money. I'm gonna say whoever spent the money. If it was John, last I checked, John was a Republican. And I'm doing this for a reason.
Right.
Because if we don't open our eyes, the gender, we done. You might well lay dead.
And John
Because
financed and the
This
Linto
is my
team
whole
financed
point.
it.
Because it ain't no party deal. It's either who got a good heart or not. I didn't just get off no slave ship, and no Negro I know just got off a slave boat. So go on somewhere and sit down. I've been black a long time. I'm still in the post side of town, helping and watching all my folks, and I done did it on video with the types in my Democrat side of town. No types on the Republican side. And when Negroes get money, they move up under Republicans.
Facts.
I'm lying.
Facts.
I wait for an
Thank
answer,
you.
all y'all Negroes. And if you got a good paying job, I guarantee you working for Republicans. Tell me I'm lying. Or you working for a Democrat black person. Man, get somewhere and sit your ass. It's time to wake up and say, look, if you want my vote, you're going to work for it. That's all I'm saying.
Amen.
No, that's how it should be.
We ain't going to make it, man. We done. This all over the nation.
Right.
We done. Flint is totally a new Flint after this. After 2026, this election, if Neely Nim regime, I'm going to call them, win, shit.
It's a wrap.
Man, them folks ain't caring about no poor folks.
Turn the lights off, turn them back
Like
on.
they
We're going to
do
be
say,
talking
well, my
about
job-
sports and national events.
Right.
The dude from Planning and Development Code Enforcement, well, my job is to put them out the house, and we go to court all the time taking houses. Like, foreclosed like that was something just normal.
But you see that.
You know, that's somebody's house you
Right,
talking
but
about.
you see the political game that Neely doing behind that. He bringing them down, cherry picking them one by one into the conference room with all of the cameras there, and I'm giving you back your damn house.
I know how to play Neely's game. That's why they had to get me out of that chair. I work behind the scenes. Only time I tell anybody I need a spotlight if I'm holding a guitar. If I ain't got a guitar, get that shit out. I don't tell people when I'm playing that I'm political or I do hair. I always, keep that divided. I don't look for groupies because people hurting. People hungry today, Winters. It's people here that can turn this train around. They want solution. What's the solution? I just told you. God already got them.
Hold that
Okay,
thought.
man.
One sec. We got a super chat. Taz Montana 313 with the 499. Anyone who told Jed not to come on 810 News Media Group, you are part of the problem. Shame on you.
Correct.
And that person
Facts.
that person don't do nothing but that individual is a big liar too.
Thank
Big
you, T
liar.
from the D.
A big liar. I ain't talking about T from the D. I'm talking about the person was telling
No,
Jed.
I'm telling you, thank you for
yeah.
the
I'll tell you
thing.
this, they ain't gonna shake that man, Jedediah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he probably gone. That dude got his own.
They
life.
really exposed themselves though.
That's correct.
The individual who did that really exposed themselves on who they really is.
He ain't here playing games.
I'm gonna say it tomorrow on the show, Woodrow. Y'all got to tune in. I'm gonna tell you who it was. I ain't gonna get that messy with it because we got the Kang on here. I'll tell y'all who it was. But really, that individual is a nothing body. The individual is a low down snake.
Listen, I got a text yesterday from somebody was trying to call into the show after it was over, or they tried calling before. I don't know. But anyway, they text me and they said, hey, I wanted to say this. It's disingenuous to say that you want people to come together to fight while taking shots at Burns and Woodson. They have a huge following and people look to them for representation and want the same thing y'all want. You cause division in that way and fall into Neely's trap. Well, this is my answer to you, whoever you are, if you're watching. If we all want the same thing, then we should all end up at the finish line together. So whoever that's following them, let them follow, let them lead them, and then we'll all get there together. If you think I'm being disingenuous, don't watch. Period.
That's just messy. I can tell you that now. First of all, if that was a real text Winters, I'm gonna use my real government name, so you'll know this is my reason. Winters, you out of order. You Winters, that's wrong. Now I want you to know I'm having a discussion. I ain't gonna use a fake page, fake text, or nothing. And number two,
I tried calling them back.
Number two, in a real war, it always be casualties. You have, and then there's ranks. Some people want to throw ranks because they don't like who God put a rank over you. You follow me? Mm-hmm. God didn't put Neely in that chair. People put Neely in that chair. It's a big difference. How? Because the whole public was deceived and the liars believable. They crucified Christ. So I'm saying that to say this. I'm just hoping this time, whoever she talking about, they're always going to be opposite and going to track. Tanya may not never come on board or Art or whatever. That is not the subject. But Art, Tanya, and all of them should agree that people finna lose everything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So do you really care? You follow me?
Absolutely, I do.
The dirt they done to me, and if I could put that behind me, the lies that came on Maurice D. Davis, and I'm still saying, I'll tell you what, I can't use the B word, but the lady that they put in my chair, which is Liddell Lewis, that destroyed this whole city.
Yep.
With my chair.
Right.
Literally, not hypothetically, if I was the second ward, I was in the chair. And like, you have to do that just to get to where we are now.
But Maurice, I said that back then.
Yes, you did.
When you learned the ropes.
Yep.
And when you start singing a different tune, you had to go. They was like, uh-oh, he woke up.
No, hold
on.
We
gotta get him out of here.
No, but hold up. But you was, I'm not going to lie, because this is what me and Winters was beefing at this time. Mm-hmm. But Winters was fighting for you. But them same people that these people listening to was with Liddell Lewis.
That's right.
That's what I wanted to put it up there. But Winters wasn't with him, because her and Liddell was beefing back then.
I didn't know her.
Facts.
I didn't know where she came from.
But
I
the other
back
people,
somebody I don't know.
But the other people were supporting her.
So that tells you that they knew her.
And now they trying to see that same text. They trying to give them to me so I won't run. Mm-hmm. Well, see, you supported Trump and you did this, and then on my own podcast, the B word be rolling right now. Because look, you want me to get discouraged so I can go on and just say the hell with it, so y'all can go and take Flint and do what you want to do with it. But it's hard for me to turn my back on people that counted on me all these years. And like I said, I could name a litany list of my friends laying in graves now.
Right.
A list. A whole list. They're all on the north side dead. Yeah. I could scream, man, it's personal. It's really personal. Or sick.
Yeah, you're going to have to, like I say, they got to get Miss Big. This is why this politics, I get it what y'all saying, but until you can get the right people in, man, because a lot of times with people, I get it, but the games that you be saying, man, they be putting these people up to run. Y'all think some of these people be nice?
They call themselves putting people. They control the seats.
Right.
You got certain cliques feel like they control the seats, whether it's the Weaver camp or the Neely's camp or even the stakeholders. You know, depends on who. But only ones that they put in them chairs is who gonna be they robot.
Facts.
And you better do exactly not a puppet. You better be the exact replication of what they want you to be. And they give you every vote. Every vote. Every resolution come to whoever, I'm telling you behind the scenes. You going to obey resolution. If Neely helped me or LaShawn or whoever get in that chair, the resolution, she's down there in his meetings. You know I'm telling you the truth.
Right.
And then what goes up to Janelle, well, Janelle passed, or which one passed? One of them comes.
Janelle.
Janelle
Okay.
passed. So go to
Jennifer
Davina.
and them or whoever's still in the council office, Davina and them, that is all protocol. It's a straight line protocol. It's not broke. You do what they say do. Even with the garbage contract, all that stuff is set away before you hit council floor. You ain't voting on that stuff. You just approving it. When you go to economic development, you ain't voting on that. You just there, whoever on board, EA board, whoever board. I put Joe King on the board. When you go there, he's there to okay it. The board, the superintendent school board. What's the name? I'm looking dead at her. Joyce Ellis and all of them. You do what they say do. Because the meeting is before the meetings. Before the meeting. It's all done.
Sheldon told me that when he first won 6th Ward council person and took me down there, first time I was ever back there in the council offices. He was like, when we get out there, that's a show. We already know the votes.
But Winters, here go a very important Trump verbiage. Make it too big to rig for Beverly Biggs. Why? If not, downtown, they could shake the number, hide the number. And guess who won? LaShawn. It ain't done won't do
all day long. That's why I don't understand why the residents won't fight to get that voter roll changed.
You better make it too big,
updated,
too rig, and they better not rig it. And if they do, then here come the multitudes. Jedediah and the whole make it too big. It can't be close because if it is, Sean the one.
Right.
If I run, it's got to be too big to rig. If Rose, whoever else in our wards, Jerry Winfrey, whoever in the next election, it better be too big to rig because they're going to throw that money and put it public in there and say, well, they'll believe the precincts and all. You ain't looking at them in the dockets and all that stuff, chairs that go through the machines.
Right.
Make it too big to rig.
Right.
Trump was right with that. And this year, thank goodness, Mr. Trump, it's going to be a one-day election. It's going to be a timely election. So they ain't going to be able to play them games. We got to come out of this foolishness, man.
Right, but the people got to get out to vote.
That's right.
I remember Brother Derek Smart said that if more people get out to vote, they would not be able to cheat.
But listen, that dog, you know I must be tired. I've been up all night recording. Mickey, why vote and I never got nothing for it? And that's where people at. They ain't getting nothing for a vote but hell. More hardship, losing everything going up but your paycheck. You vote for something. At least let me feel good. Oh, man, that feel good because if he could pull that off, we're going to be good. We could work on this house.
Right.
Water counts. We get $5 million divided equally according to all 9 wards, and then let the council person dictate where them funds go, and let me make sure they bring me the receipt for the roof if you need a roof or whatever, we send somebody. But watch this. No stipulation. I don't give a damn if you make $200,000 a year. If you need a roof and you're in that ward and we got the money, you get the roof. Right. That's how it should be. You shouldn't be penalized for working in other person.
A damn lottery system to fix your roof.
And it's a question
it's
for you.
Being fair.
It's a question for Mr. Davis from Lower Rec. Say, hey, Mickey, good morning. Can you have him speak on whether he feels the movement is positive or helpful?
What move?
I'm guessing with Jedediah.
When Jedediah came and he had everybody down at City Hall, and it was really a good feeling down there. How do you feel about the movement?
I can tell you exactly how I feel. What is that? It's called re-energizing a base. Just like in voting, it's re-energizing a base. Why? For one, the people with the fans, and I know most of them is out, some of us in second ward. I know the hustlers, the hustlers on the move.
Right,
I know Goddell name used to be the Goddell hustlers on the move. I know the whole history here.
Right.
But he engaged them people and with the people he brought in to bring attention to the unfairness of the treatment here. Now, you take that same energy, whether Jedediah and them gone, and if we can afford to get boots on the ground over in the second ward, whether you live there or not, and start just holding conversation, or it could be even at the corner store in the 10th ward, the 9th ward, 12th ward, don't matter, that's talking about Miss Biggs. Because what it is this, knowledge is power. And she gonna tear it up, and it'll be too big to read. It was excellent what Jedediah and them did. Excellent. But now what do we, like he said, what do you do for yourself?
Right. I
Do
need
you-
your help. I'm not gonna fight harder than y'all fighting for yourself.
And what they want to do is divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm.
But here go a problem now. I could get in y'all ass. Y'all the
Uh-oh.
catalyst. Y'all the catalyst that keep the thing moving in a certain direction that they don't want it to go in. And the direction I mean by that is toward the people.
It's supposed to
Who
be
else
about the people.
podcast? I see Tanya, and to me, I hate when people laugh when stuff ain't funny. As you see, you count times, my reach gonna burst a laugh. I'm sorry, that's her style, and that could be something you could get checked out. But I don't laugh to laugh because it's people really laying in graves. It's people today, right now, going to fight to keep the house going, to try to get some groceries in their car, gas, and all this. They're struggling.
Right.
You, the council person, that represent the struggling, not of your ward, but of the whole city.
Right. Counselor
You
the whole.
triage whoever the most, like the lady had the record, whoever was driving that car had the record with the kids. Triage is get them took care of and situated, and then you go and deal with your mind and stuff. We got stuff where people now don't know if the water or when they're going to fix the water. Never got a dime. Don't know what happened to the opera funds. No council person had a CFO to come there and tell them. And what you said, whether he incompetent or not, bring your ass up here. And now, okay, so you don't have the answer. I tell you what, have it by committee.
Right, that's
Have
all
it by
I want.
special affairs.
Why they won't ask that? It's like,
They-
do y'all
they don't
really
know what
want
they're
to
doing. What
fucking
this-
help us or not?
You don't let up. You don't let up. If not, we're going to subpoena it. Ain't that Mays' favorite word?
They won't subpoena. They don't want to even call nobody
They ain't
upstairs.
that type of council person.
Shit, May said, and I seen where Snow put it in here. This the worst council you never seen.
It's the worst.
It is. It is.
Listen, no answer is a yes answer. When you do nothing, that's a yes. Neely, and I heard it said where Neely was down there laughing while they was doing their thing outside. Sometimes you laugh to hide your fear.
Right.
He fearful that Jedediah.
He do, because he
don't
trying to
play
get his
the
ass
game
up out of here
as
fast.
usual. He went straight over to the courthouse. I seen when you had said it's breaking news, and it was something about they was gonna change the court time, and Jedediah and y'all went straight up in that courtroom. I mean, over to the courthouse. Mm-hmm. That man is doing movement.
Yeah.
He ain't laughing for real. And he know law. He know exactly what he doing. He know governance. He know his rights. He know what he doing. Ain't nothing funny about that.
Why you think he here looking at some of the blacks here? He looking at like, I ain't seen nothing like this before. I mean, like, listen.
I just hope he stick around.
Me too, because I
hope he stick around.
Yeah,
hope he do.
because they already throwing forks in the road. He already riding through. You know what I'm saying?
can handle it.
Yeah, I know he can, because they showed you when he still came on here. When you got an individual, don't go over here. And yet this individual is supposedly like Miss Bev. This just show you how crazy these people is. But we'll have people sitting up here praising this individual is a snake, a straight up snake. Then you go look. You already seen what he did. It was already being criticized. Let's just be honest. They wanted to criticize it. To me, I be thinking people just want some attention. That's what it is. It's attention, because they've been here doing this for this long. You think the mayor been tripping off this? You know what I'm saying? He more probably worried about Jedediah. He not tripping off the ones who been doing this, because they ain't stopped nothing he got going on.
I can tell you what's scaring him when you have a conversation. See, it's like playing an instrument or anything else. You practice Mickey, you ain't got no name, but damn, Mickey ain't missed a 3-point since he been out here shooting. What the hell? But they don't know who he is. But this boy, wait till he get in the goddamn game, boy. He gonna be a superstar.
Right.
Same thing. Jedediah is that. But they don't want you to know, but he gonna try to hurry up and do every forces of hell against him. But Jedediah know how to play the game, and he hitting 3-pointers. Now, the 3-pointer is, okay, you went down there and you made this big crowd that ain't been down there enthusiastically at council period.
Yes,
I ain't
right.
never seen that crowd.
Right.
Now, Mr. Neely, them same people going to doors to start a conversation about Miss Biggs, and she's going to be too big to rig. You're in trouble. And then when it come in 2025, Mr. 26, Mr. Neely, get ready. Maurice gonna take that seat from Liddell. So hopefully Rosemary and the whole host of the others, we're gonna have our 6 votes, and we're going door to door. Now spend every dime you can to get your staff to knock doors. We ain't sending flyers. We're going with flyers door to door, and we talking to the residents. I just told you how to win that game. If it was a secret I wanted to give you, ain't nothing better than hand-to-hand contact. And the public is there. And the public is frustrated and fed up. Yep. And you losing. And we're going to put the right thing of the truth of his receipts. Since he want to throw his receipts in. Your receipts is you taking people's houses.
Facts.
I'm telling you what your receipts is. You ain't have now per person in Flint. Period. That's what your receipts is.
He's going to say, I gave 2 people their houses.
You even took Hasselbring from the seniors. That's what your receipts is.
But I renamed it Mays. That's what he gonna tell you.
On a piece of paper. Ain't nothing on that.
Because the board ain't ready yet. I'm telling you, he got answers for every damn thing.
You dealing. I never played. When I play blues, I play for grown folks. I don't play with grown folks and kids. Mm-hmm. You don't play with grown folks. Because once they trust you forever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I got drunk one time and played, they'll still forgive me and come right back. Because they just faithful to you. That's why I told Gatis. Gatis don't listen to that.
Shit, he did. See where it ended up.
I guarantee. I bet you wish he hadn't.
I bet you won't do it again.
No, we brought him back to the festival. I had Rose talk to him, but you know what? We are all we got. You have real leaders. Y'all are leaders in the community. They want to make sure. I'm just hoping with all I got. 810 don't go nowhere.
Oh, we in this.
Don't go nowhere, y'all. I don't give a damn how they come against you or the lies and first. You went to sit your ass in that chair. People don't know I rebuked and they don't know me. I'm real. I'm not fake. I know threats. I know talent. Y'all got a unique talent. What is unique about it? It draws people. It draws people at a certain time of day for a whole 2 hours out of day, grown folk day.
Right.
Y'all got something. I'm telling you.
Well, thank you, because we got over 250 people watching. We need to get those likes up. Put us in that algorithm.
Y'all know how to laugh when it's time to laugh. You know how to cry when it's time to cry. Mm-hmm. And this city here, man, ain't going to be nothing but a sea of tears in 2026 talking about where all of the folk is all. You'll be video in the north end, everybody gone.
Hell, when I took the pastor, Gatis, and his wife, and we rolled through, the first place I took him was the Mays mural. I mean, he cried. It was so emotional.
Yep.
We went through Civic Park. He said, that's a beautiful structure. What was that? I said, that used to be a school. He said, wow. And they tore out all the windows. How they get up there and get up?
Professional.
And I said, that's Maurice Davis. All of that land up. Oh, look at the stage. Look at all of that. I said, they trying to take it.
Did you see Bryant? They took all the windows out.
All of the schools.
I'm telling you, it's all, the agenda is moving forward. It's the tornado is in Lansing, and it's heading straight down 69 to Flint. It just ain't here yet, and people still partying and drinking. And then when it hit, wham!
And it's coming.
It's going to hit everybody that's listening to us right now. So guess what? If we learn how to fight it now, thank God for his grace and mercy. He got people tuned in to what's going on and see the power of our God.
All right. Well, all right, let's open up the phone lines. Mickey, ready to open them up?
Just do what you do.
All right, well, let's open them up. We already got a caller. That's
no
why
crying, though. No crying.
Hey, Pastor Gatis, welcome to the bump.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Got the king on there, I see.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What's up, my brother?
I enjoyed you, Pastor Gatis. I seen you.
Hey, man, I wish I could have got to shake your hand, my brother.
You and your wife.
Yeah. We'll be back. I'm going to try to do some things. Even if I get my hustle game on and do a little side work. Y'all cut some yards. We're going to raise some money. We're going to raise some money trying to come back. And like I said, when I come back, I ain't coming to just be on camera and sit around. I'm coming to get out there. I talked to Miss Rose. I said, Rose, you got some work for me?
She always got some work.
Yeah. We gonna take back the city, like that songwriter said. We're gonna take back what the devil stole.
That's correct.
Yeah. Hey, but yeah, you are a very honorable man. I've always known that. Like I said, I've been watching them council meetings since 2012. I believe when I'm gonna say when. I ain't gonna say if. I'm gonna say when I come to live there, I believe I have a good chance of running and would follow that same example that you all, Sister Beverly.
You would.
Because it's about the people. It ain't about the position. That's all right. The Red Rooster wouldn't let me pray. She wouldn't let me pray.
So
Oh, that was sad.
I got to pray anyway.
I seen that.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And my hand went up. That's what makes it so bad.
She
My
knew
wife
you.
grabbed
They
it.
watch our page. She was sharing 810. I got a screenshot where she was sharing 810.
Well, I tell you
That
what,
was
if
sad.
you're watching this morning, hey, you can't stop and block the progress of God.
No,
you can't
no.
stop the power of the Holy Ghost.
No,
See,
Lord.
one thing about you, Brother Davis, you filled with the Holy Ghost. That's what I like about it. And when you speak, that's the Holy Ghost speaking through you. Every time you talk, I've been sitting here for about, an hour and a half, just soaking all this good information in. It's good. That's the kind of representation that this city need. That's what it needs. It needs good, solid representation, not somebody just trying to collect a check.
That's correct.
Right.
Oh, where's my manners? Lord help me. Good morning, Brother Mickey.
Good morning, good
Good
brother.
morning, Winters.
Good morning.
Sister Beverly, I know you listen. All of y'all in Flint, I can't call everybody's name. R.L. Mitchell. It was an honor to meet all of them. Papa Jared, it was just, they came up to me. I feel like I already know the people. Yeah, I don't even get treated that good down here in Carolina. I forgot to shout out to St. Louis. I know she listened.
Oh, yeah. St.
God
Louis
bless
always
you.
listens.
I was praying for you during your loss. Just want you to know that y'all be sure you tell Sister St. Louis I said hello.
She watching.
I'm gonna get it. Yeah, she probably is getting in line ready to come on, so I'm gonna get on out the way. But Brother Davis, God bless you. I'll see you next week.
You as well, Pastor.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you more.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let me go to the restroom while y'all keep talking. I got weak bladder.
Oh my goodness, that's what I'm saying. Get out of here. Get out of here. But yeah, it's just these Flint politics is rough, man. I didn't know it was this rough.
It's
My
rough,
first
man.
experience when they came to come after you. When I seen how they did with you, and I seen the same people. I seen the same people who came after Dr. Weaver. These same people. That's why it's like when I seen these same people, like how they cleaning up AC Dumas. I remember they was after AC Dumas. I done seen these people, but it just make me wonder when I see people get behind certain people. I'm like, oh, they work something out behind the scenes.
That's right.
I'm like, they work something out. So they feel they going to get this person in, he can do this and that. I wasn't the only one was hollering when AC Dumas took that money from Ashley Capital. A lot of us was calling him, look, he'll sell out. But all of a sudden now, he became the next best thing.
You gotta watch who you put in your mouth on, because if God anoints somebody to do something, you could curse yourself. And see, they don't understand. God is, oh Lord. The Bible is real whether you read it or not. And that's where people gonna get in a whole lot of trouble. You gotta be careful. If God bless something, be careful. Let God be God. And that's where I'm gonna leave that sitting, because, man, black folks, please get your mouth off God and line yourself up to the word, because God don't line up to us. And I'm going to leave that sitting just like that.
No, that's how it's supposed to be. And I do agree with the people. The mission was always to help the family, but they not helping the residents. And I get what you're saying. I remember Chris Del Maroney said, those who stay will pay. You know what I'm saying? So it's...
But, Mickey, they did it in Saginaw, Benton Harbor, Pontiac, all over the nation, wherever it's a poor community.
Right.
White, black, blue, green. They divided us in this country called United States. And now we used to be said out on Black and Proud, throw up a fist. People would blow at you walking down the street. In Flint, Michigan, you didn't know who they were. Everybody just blow. You could walk 24 hours a day in Flint, Michigan. No, it's turned to hate now.
Right. Woodrow, I didn't see nothing wrong with it, but I remember behind the scenes when people be like, I wouldn't take no money because they just coming in here to do this and that, and then come find out they didn't want us to take no money because they wanted the money. But it's to find out that you only took $125. That's what I'm saying. It's a Fortune 500 company. That's like the people, they wanted us. I mean, it was just for me seeing how it was. They wanted us to go attack the Ashley Capital for the other people that was taking money, but in behind the scenes, they was taking money. And we the ones told that he took the money. He didn't want it out there in the beginning. We told he took the money. That's what I was saying. It's like when you dealing with a lot of these people behind the scenes, they be talking good. No, we don't do this and that. Then you'll come find out, oh, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want us to do it.
Well, Mickey, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Last I checked, y'all was a media outlet, correct?
Facts.
If the Republicans wanted to buy time on here, the campaign come on, you gonna tell me you wouldn't sell them time?
I
on your
would.
Outlet?
Who you
like
think?
ABC, NBC, and C-SPAN and all the rest of
Who you think came and gave us the help? And I voted for Kamala Harris.
You gotta be careful. People want your demise.
Mm-hmm.
Man, don't do that. No, you have to grow in business, man.
Yeah, no, see, what we written from is a Republican.
Huh?
We written from Republicans. Well, we at this studio.
Of course you is.
The Democrats wouldn't let us get none. They ran us out the city.
Why you think I got on a red tie in a Democratic regime to show poor folks?
Yeah.
We getting bamboozled. We got bamboozled. Who in the hell doing this? Chris Martin, he's a Democrat. He's a king Democrat. Neely is a king Democrat with nothing but crosses.
Then we written from a Republican. How the Democrats do us?
Who brought that?
Give us a chair.
Who brought Jedediah up here? Wasn't it Republican John them or whoever?
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, God used her. That's what I'm trying to say nicely. Let God be God. Let God be God. Don't curse what God done bless. You hurting yourself.
No, I'm telling you, it broke my heart, and I voted for Kamala.
My job is to open people's eyes, Lord, because perilous times is here now. Man, read Romans chapter 1. Read Matthew 24 and start the whole chapter. And see.
Nah, I was when you were saying dealing with Trump, and they threw all that. You was trying to get help for the water. I didn't understand that, but now Trump back in office, who you got to deal with? So now they got to wait 4 years till the Democrat get in there and deal with him.
And the ones talking ain't got 2 nickels to rub together.
Facts.
2 nickels to rub together. I could buy probably the average Negro that's in my family. I don't tell people none of my business. That's why I can't. Because I'm bragging.
Right.
No, I'm here to help folks. And it's so frustrating because, when you see churches failing, that hurt me. I talk to the pastors.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to see them win. Don't do no new thing. Go back to the way it was.
Right.
Ain't nothing new under the sun. Satan is a deceiver. The church supposed to change the world.
Right.
The hell now y'all doing what's that? It's not like me hustles in the churches. You kidding me? Man, there's a place for that. God is a holy God.
Or just like when Pastor Gatis was here, he came on a Sunday. We did our tour on a Sunday. There wasn't a lot of traffic out in the streets. But every church parking lot was it wasn't full, but it was a lot of cars. He was like, "Oh, look at all of these people going to church." This was Palm Sunday last week. Look at all of these people. Look at all these people. And then you don't see them no more.
That's right.
You don't see the pastors out here in the community no more like they used to be.
Trust in God and Him alone.
We don't have no good leaders here in Flint.
No. They didn't believe God. They crucified Him. So you think they're going to believe me?
Right. Nope. Nope.
Ask Moses. He was scared to go tell Pharaoh to let my people go. No. Well, since you don't go, I'll send Aaron with you.
And you was the first one that brought it to my attention years ago when you said, you know what? We a democratic city. And look how we look. You go out to any of the suburban Republican towns, and they don't look like ours. They put all the weed stores in Flint.
It vexed me to see Flynn begging for money for this dang on grocery store.
That ain't gonna never open.
Plus Club.
That ain't gonna never open.
That he claimed black. He's a Democrat, but you get money, and when I see you looking for crab legs. And you got this thing sitting over here in the heart of where they destroying the neighborhood and shrinking the neighborhood. So what's the real purpose? A grocery store that you know wasn't gonna never open.
Thanks for calling the bump, Snowman.
What's up? Northside, First Ward, Jungle. Hey, what's up, Kane? What's up, Nick?
Hey,
what it do?
Hey, look, right. I want to piggyback on what you was talking about, Maurice, because they steady drag you about Trump, right? You know they drag me every day, but I don't care, but right. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when you had did that at the airport, right?
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I was one of them ignorant ass Why? Well, no, I'm my old nigga now, so.
He supposed to be a
I
YN.
was gonna say YN. Right, but right, like, so, I was one of them old niggas that dragging you, Maurice, I ain't gonna even lie. But then after a year of Trump, I was the big dummy. I mean, a year of Biden, I was the big dummy. You know what I'm saying? I seen the big picture then, and like you said, they gonna realize, and like Keisha Denise just said in the comment, the Democrats the ones fucking us up.
Right.
I hate to say it. I'm sorry for my language, but it is what it is, man. And I want to say this: if Miss Beverly Biggs is listening, they are sabotaging you with the friendly tactics.
That's correct.
They sabotage
say it
her.
again.
Listen,
Say it for the people in the back.
Look, friendly. We calling it friendly tactic gate. That's what they doing, man. Shout out to Mickey with the gate. We got, hey Mickey, you got to copyright that gate shit, man.
For sure.
Hey, well, because it's everything gate, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they hitting it with the friendly sabotage, man.
It's no
I
smart.
can't see it no other way. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know who's doing that shit, but it is what it is, man. All right, man. Y'all, I just want to tell y'all that.
Thank you, Snow.
Keep it going, Kane.
Wait a minute, Snow. That's all you got to say.
Yeah, what else I gotta say?
You got to tell the people who coming on your show Friday.
Oh shit! Look, right. So we got what we got going? Friday night, 9:00. We got
The Queen of 18.
which is from A1O Media coming on to the Snow Show. And it's man, what we named it? My brain froze this morning, right?
Let her
We
cook.
named it Let her cook. So, hey, y'all already know. Y'all already know. I'm gonna tell these motherfuckers on the blue after size 50 cent. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all better tune in.
All right.
If y'all think Johnny G was talking some shit, yeah, okay. All right.
Thank
Peace,
you.
y'all.
All right, have a
We
good
got a question for you too. It's from Tia Harris, brother Maurice. Tia Harris said she has a question for you. Have you attempted to talk to the President Trump about the water since he's been in office?
What do that? This is one of my mail. What does it say right there?
Doge dividend check from Trump.
Keep reading.
Should I give Doge savings back to you? Check signed by Trump.
I talk to the administration often, ma'am, but I talked to Ms. Rosemeyer about it. She want to help us with the water. Not Trump, but Hatter. Henry Hatter's niece is in the administration. Knee-deep in the Trump administration.
Henry Hatter, who is a Republican.
Republican. She's in Trump's administration. The administration been to Flint a couple times. Been to the meetings. Only concern, I did a documentary for him just at the election of A Nation Divided. That's the name of the documentary. National. Only concern is poor folks. Problem, y'all black folks, get this. Please get this. The Democrat Party, Chris Martin, and the whole host, I'm going to say that. All the way up to Governor Gretchen Whitmire. That's why y'all seen the photo with her with her face up like this, or she had a photo. She was in the Oval Office. Dana Nelson, all of them. It's billions of dollars getting moved. Trillions of dollars. Doges is draining the swamp, coming toward Flint, by the way. Stay posted. But anyway, when she did that, Trump, only concerned. When I went to Bishop Airport, I could play it on here again, was Mr. President, our water is not fixed. Mr. President, we was getting a stimulus check. They had stopped it. They had our little kiosk things that we could get water, and they stopped it. And here go Trump, verbatim. He don't use professional nothing. He say, well, before I ask you anything, Vice President Davis, because I was on council, he say, let me ask you, how's that water up there in Flint? I said, Mr. President, we still can't drink this water. Ain't nothing got done. He said, what the hell you mean? We sent over about $1 billion up to Flint. Me and Obama and them. He said, what the hell you mean? This is his word. He said, what can I do to earn y'all, not my goddamn support, but y'all support up in Flint? I said, well, Mr. President, I tell you what. And Beverly, the one got to call for me.
I already know what
sitting
you're
right
about to
here.
say. I know what you asked him for.
Yeah. He said, well, I said, our water ain't fixed. Mr. President, if you could just help us. Everybody, I said Genesee County, because I know where people live. I said, anybody in Genesee County, at least send us $500 to $600 a month till they fix our water.
Yeah.
That'll be a blessing. He said, you think if I did that, I might could get some support up that way? I said, Mr. President, we need all the help we can get right now. He said, I'll tell you what. Meet me, Councilman, in Lansing, on the tarmac of Lansing Airport. I'm going to be there. It was the next following Tuesday or Wednesday. I said, goddamn, we had a big budget here in the summer. I said, I can't be there. He said, I'll tell you what. I'm going to fly in Michael Pence on the tarmac of Bishop Airport. I need you to be there. And I want you to tell him exactly what you need done up there in Flint. Mm-hmm. He came, didn't he come to Flint?
Yes,
he signed him. And it was a sea of mega signs and all. I'm here as a Democrat.
To help. And then you know what they did to Maurice that damn day?
Oh, they destroyed
They started
him.
calling around Flint saying, Maurice just got his ass whooped up at Paradise.
Oh, they did all kinds of lie after. Why? Because why? Maurice then went viral. It wasn't so much about Flint. They wanted to stop me because my political career, straight up, Maurice, we want to move you and Beverly to New York. We want to put you on so-and-so, 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 so-and-so. It was just ballistic. How can I destroy his career?
Right.
That's the whole point. It wasn't so much of nothing. So guess what they did? Oh, I'll never forget when they said, we got him now. You're a Trump supporter. You're a Republican.
Yep.
And I ain't got to tell y'all, how can a Democrat, how he going to represent us being a Republican? I ain't never been a Republican.
So that just lets me know when Grandmama and them was all down south and they were slaves and picking cotton, there wasn't no Democrats down there then because Democrats
No, it was
would have
all
saved
Republican. That's correct.
the Democrats would have saved them down south.
Yeah.
The Democrats must have all been up north. But I thought we had Democrats down south though, right?
I'm the Dixie Crats.
Oh yeah, see they
Dixie
forgot
Crats.
about them. So the Democrats ain't good.
What happened?
They all the same.
Let's fast forward to 2025. The world was a different world. Now it's satanic. Satan time is short now. So people that need to come out the cotton field, they blocked all media. All you have to do is go to TikTok. You see where all of the young YNs and all this other stuff they do the verbiage on. All of them is 100% Trump.
Right.
So Trump won the popular vote in Michigan. But I'm saying that
Facts.
to say this. They got us slaved. Look how they got us living. Man, if I don't be a leader saying, fuck this shit, I'm coming out. This here slave mentality. Because I know behind the scenes. Do y'all know Neely is Republican?
Surprise.
Did you know Neely had his victory party over on council? Went to
Alan Griggs, I was there.
Do you know Neely and them meet at the White Horse?
I was
Bingo.
there. He had a fundraiser at Griggs' house with the Republicans from Genesee County.
Chris Martin.
Talk to him.
Wait a minute. I get mad. Marijuana. Do y'all remember the marijuana card? And I know it's getting late.
Yep.
They had everybody pass out marijuana cards.
Yep.
What happened was Chris Martin, the Democrats, the National Democrats didn't send money down here quick enough. So Dana Nelson, or who was it, was running, Governor Warner was running. But anyway, Chris Martin said, look, if we don't get this money here right quick, the Democrats don't send this money by XYZ day, about 3 or 4 days from now, guess who we going to push? They was going with the Republicans. They're going to switch all of the black Democrats to Republicans.
Wow. Chris
Now watch
Martin.
this. Chris, am I lying on you? Yes or no? Which one? My phone number, 810-221-9342. Now watch this. In the 11th hour, the money came. Now, y'all remember when the election came, I don't want to misconstrue names, so I just leave that blank. But everybody had marijuana cards. Me and Mays was fighting for the rubric of the marijuana. They didn't know because they was mad. Local Democrats was mad because no money came. So the election is within a week or so. So guess what? Y'all remember that time where the election came? It was a governor's election, and they said, "Just go vote." November so and so without a
Maurice,
sign.
I was so pissed. They had the little red white signs. They
It was just said go vote. Listen,
yeah.
The reason being because the Democrats didn't send the money in time because they was gonna flip the signs and have you to vote for the Republican. But the money came in the 11th hour, and they said, well, how can we engage all of these black folks to where the numbers will help us in Flint to get the Negroes to vote? That's what they did. They put marijuana on the ballot.
Yep.
And then they snatched it right back and did the dispensaries was already sitting on the table. And y'all fall for it. Am I lying?
Nope. Because I say every time they bring it to us,
Remember,
it's already in
you
motion.
voted on marijuana cards or legalizing marijuana. That was to get the black folks to run up in there and vote. And then now, how many black folks nobody qualified to have a dispensary?
Can't even we can't even put our money together and afford to get one.
Me and Mays and them was on council at the time. See, it's all kinds of games. When you don't play political games, that's why you see me with Liddell down there. It's money moving. But the money ain't going. All I want you to do, look, if you want to pass Ashley Capital, give us remove stipulation. And let people be able to repair their house without stipulation and qualify.
Don't give money to no 2 or 3 damn people from Oak Park that we ain't never seen before in our damn lives.
Because they can't listen by law. And let me say this since we're here. Council, downtown, Neely, correct me, 810-221-9342. By law, they can't give no money to no resident. That's why Rosemont and everybody else only can work in the park. You can't do nothing sustainable on the north side.
Nope. You
By
are
law.
exactly correct.
By law. Correct me if I'm lying. If people want to know what knowledge do. When you don't play the game, my job is to help the poor. I got a God I got to represent. So that's true. And by the way, opinions and words is truly of Maurice D. Davis. Now the 810 News Media Group. They got nothing to do with what came out of my mouth. We're in trouble, Winters. We're in trouble. So when we got a Jedediah and John them trying to help, it's agendas. People don't know. The agendas used to be hidden. They ain't so hidden no more.
They said your call went to voicemail, Winters.
My phone rung. It was said no name. I answered and
Well, if
said
it's
hello.
saying no name, because they steady texting me, I just gave you the number. You're going to have to, they
not
call.
calling
And,
nobody-
I mean,
nobody
no,
back.
she texting me.
Who is this?
Whoever it is.
So if they got
said
your
get-
number, it must be somebody we know because you ain't never gave your number out.
No, they hit me in the messenger. And I gave him the number. Keep saying the call went to voicemail. I gave him the
My
number.
phone's sitting right here in my hand.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, saying call went to. Yeah, I already gave you the number. The number is right there. I just put it on the screen. I'll put it back up one more time. Let me go and put the number back up one more time.
Thanks for calling the butt. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes, this is Christy from DFW, Texas. Good morning to Mickey Winters and Mr. Maurice Davis. I have a 2-part question, so if you could just bear with me a moment. The first part of the question is there someone that will be able to be a contender for the mayor's seat when it comes up? Also, do you think that, because I'm going to speak that those that are on council that are not benefiting the residents there in the city of Flint, also I'm speaking that it will be a new mayor. So with that said, how long do you think the process will be with the water crisis and with all that has been done with the council, certain council members and the mayor leadership? How long you think that the new people that will come behind Mayor Neely and some of the council people that are there serving now, how long do you think the repair of the city of Flint will take? And then also, do you think that there's contenders that will want to come behind what certain people on council has done and what the mayor has done. That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you. So, any viable candidates for mayor? How long do you think it's going to take for the city to get repaired? And what was her third one? I can't remember the third question. But those are the two I remember. I was trying to write them down when she got to going.
There's only one viable candidate going to help. Poor folks is a unique position to be in. And only one I know that's going to benefit us is going to be the Rico Lord.
I hope he runs.
Anybody else, you might well keep Neely in there.
Right.
Ain't no different.
Thanks for calling the butt. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Trish. I'm calling from the east side of Flint.
Hello.
Hi, I met you guys yesterday at the meeting.
Oh,
I was
so
dressed in
did-
yellow.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
right.
at the meeting, so you must have just met Mickey.
She met me. But
Okay.
Right, Nikki. Okay, so I wanted to talk about a couple things. I'm here to do a cleanup, so I need help on the last weekend of the month. Everyone needs to come to Kersley Park, and we're going to meet up there and clean the east side. So that's why I'm here. But while I'm here, I've been doing all the civic meetings and really researching the demographics of Flint. I think if people did more research on statistics and demographics of the city of Flint, you would understand the population makeup and why it is like it is. My family started Latinx, which was once called the Hispanic Cultural Center. So, you know, I've been in this town since I'm an OG Sider. I was born in St. Joseph Hospital. Went to St. Mary's Church my whole life, baptism, confirmation, graduated Flint Central. Anyway, I'm here to help the city, but I think what a lot of residents, there's only two ways the government can take your home. That's eminent domain and foreclosure because of non-tax payments. Okay? Now, for some reason, the city of Flint, if you're overdue on your tax or your water bill, they add it to your taxes. Also, if you get a blight ticket, they add that to your taxes. Now, I've been going around and canvassing the neighborhoods, looking at all of the houses, and I see so I've done a lot of remodeling in other states, okay? So I'm checking out the housing stock in Flint because I'm here because I love the house. I'm into historic houses.
So you buying some property here in Flint?
I am. I have two properties that I own. My family is all here, so I have ties. I had to move to Florida because there were no jobs in Flint when I needed a job when I first started my career. It was the first time I was ever on the plane. I think a lot of the Flint residents, you know, me included, we weren't worldly. We'd stayed in Flint. I had never been on a plane until I was 18 years old. So, you know, I've traveled the world. I've seen a lot of places in a lot of cities. I've lived in a couple other states and a lot of cities. So I come at this in like a practical standpoint, not an emotional standpoint. But I love Flint. I'm here all summer. I'm what you might call a snowbird, but I call it a sunbird because I really, you know, go to Florida for the sun, here for the sun. Anyway, but what I'm saying is when I pass by properties and I do the research, usually the most blighted properties are the ones that can't fix their house. And if you can't pay your taxes, you're not going to be able to get a new roof. So and I don't really believe, you know, you can get assistance. I went down to the water department and I said I can't pay my water bill. And the gentleman was so kind. I can pay, but I was just play acting, or not play acting. We were having a discussion. I said, well, what if I can't pay my water bill? He pulled out a sheet of like 10 organizations that would help me pay my water bill. And I said, that is fantastic. So there is a lot of help. The problem
excuse me, caller. I don't mean to interrupt. I like to be polite to everyone that calls in.
Sure, go ahead.
Are you by any chance working with the 4th Ward council person? Is she helping you with this cleanup as well?
Yes, I gave Mickey a flyer, and Judy has been a tremendous help. I had a meeting at Luigi's Pizza, and the mayor came.
Oh, that's the mayor's favorite place. Yeah.
Yeah. I got about 50 people to show up. I mean, we had a great time over there. I was so happy everyone came together, but it kind of, it's, you know, I want to help the East Side. I'm an OG East Sider, like I say. I want to sit on my porch and look at Kersley Park. I've worked 3 jobs all my life. I'm not a wealthy person, but...
Ain't you calling from West Palm Beach? Ain't that down the street from Trump?
Yeah, actually, Trump does. I could throw a stone to his house now.
Yeah.
I got assistance in Florida. I got some grants to fix my house up, but my taxes always are paid. And in Florida, if you don't pay your taxes for 12 months, they foreclose. Genesee County is very generous. 3 years.
Ain't they?
Yeah, 3 years. You guys haven't researched other cities and what they do. In Florida, I was late on my water bill a couple times, and they had given me back my deposit because I've had water there for 25 years. And so they gave, but I was late. I've been late a couple times. They said, you must pay us deposit again because you've been late a couple times. I still paid the bill. I was late a day or two. So the Flint Water Department is not strict compared to others.
You know what? You don't understand the plight of this community. Right. You don't understand what the hell is going on here in Flint. Obviously, you've been getting some misinformation. You can go back. Whoever the fuck told you to call in and say this bullshit, you can go back and tell them the water department ain't generous. They ain't doing no payment and promises to pays. They ain't helping out the residents. We ain't seen no damn money. They can take our houses when they feel like it.
And taking them.
And doing it.
No, but how are they taking them though if you're... So I was at the meeting with the building department last night.
How you get in all these meetings?
Man, get the fuck on.
I pay property taxes in the city of Flint.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know you could get into meetings
all
like
that. All your houses
that.
up to code?
All your houses up to code? Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I bought a tax foreclosure house to try to help. But what I'm trying to tell you is the building inspector, the reason, and back to my point, is that Flint's housing stock is, the houses over on MLK, beautiful, love them.
No, she was on the east side.
MLK ain't on the east side.
I know, but when I come back over the east side, you realize that the housing stock got put up so quickly, the building codes and the houses
you realize them foreclosed.
What beautiful houses you done seen on Martin Luther King, ma'am?
Oh, the big brick houses along MLK from 5th Street all the way. I mean, I think that neighborhood's great over there. I mean,
where
compared to the east side?
You said from 5th Street to what?
Well, they're building a bunch of new houses over there by the warming center.
No, you said on MLK though. I said where?
Well, where MLK starts and then goes. Well, it used to be called Detroit Street, so that's how I know it. So, I've been in Flint a long time. I don't know. I feel like you're giving me some shade, but
you don't know. You don't have to feel like that. I am.
So what I'm saying is, if you so say for instance somebody can't pay their property taxes, but they also need a roof and they can't afford insurance, so it's not really a help them problem. And I wish people would understand that the way to build wealth in America is through real estate. So if you keep your property up, if you pay your taxes, your property values will increase every year. Sure, you're going to get a couple.
We're in trouble.
We need to hear this.
We're in trouble.
Yeah.
They're in a whole other world. We're in trouble.
But then you have access to equity money. And then you can take that money out of your house.
We can go get a loan?
Yeah.
Oh,
with no credit.
Geez.
Zero credit.
But I've worked 3 jobs my whole life. How do you have zero
privileged.
credit if you're working?
Oh, how do we have problems when we're working? Hold on just a second. Hold on. Fuck off my damn phone. All these goddamn problems we got here in Flint.
For right there. That's what black folks have no voice. That's a prime
It's a
example.
Beautiful city.
It's a whole
You
world.
can go downtown and get help. And I know a off the street that got birds flying in his damn roof that can't get no help.
And now they're going to put seizures on their property and take. You have no help. They done raised our double.
She done made my damn blood pressure go up.
Wow, she calling back?
No, she ain't calling back. This is a new caller that's gonna get a real truth about the North Side. What's going on?
Hey, yeah. Good morning, King, Kang, and the Quang.
I know who that is.
This Rodney.
King Rodney.
King Rodney.
Hey, look, Gwennis. So I've been telling people, and I've been serious about it, that we need to get our ass down to City Hall while that brother Jedi is here trying to help us. You know, and people be divided by who they behind, but I try to make it clear to them, it don't matter who you behind. We here to fight about the money and the water. Because they got a program, Healthy Homes or something like that. You go through Consumer Powers and they supposed to help you out. And a friend of mine gave me that information the other day. And as always, just like with Habitat, you call them, they're all of a sudden out of funds. You know.
Yeah, but that last caller, you hear that last caller, she said, oh, it's money available everywhere.
Yeah, it's just falling out trees.
Right, but we always, like Maurice and y'all always say, they put stipulations
There
on
you
us.
go. There you go.
And stipulations, and then if they ain't the stipulations, they out of funds. So, I mean, we shouldn't have to qualify for shit, you know. We're Flint residents, and we been waiting over a damn decade. You know what I'm saying? It still ain't got a damn thing. We got $300 on a credit to the water bill. I mean, go ahead on with that little fugazi shit. So I've been doing my part on telling folks that we need to least, you ain't no time of day you gotta go down there on the 21st. He say he gonna be there all day. Just go down there and fill it down, form out, drop it in the box, and get the fuck up. You ain't got to get down, be hanging out down there. You know what I'm saying? Just do that. Just go fill the form out and go everywhere you going. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, don't say shit.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Like the brother was saying, you know, he coming here with his team, and he got more motherfuckers from Chicago, then we can get together our own whole damn town. That's a damn shame. And that's what I'm going to tell these cats out here, man. You know, if you stay in Flint and got any concern about your city, you need to take your ass down there and on the 21st and fill out that form.
Right. All right. Thank you, King Rodney. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
I'm trying to call
take care.
Bye-bye.
I can't get in.
Man, if she don't get off.
She left you a message.
Oh, man. Yeah, you get it.
She's still
trying to call into the show. It's over.
Get up. This our last caller because I got to go.
I didn't block her on Facebook.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. We need this.
What the hell was that?
Judy
that
friend.
was a devil. She's a lie. Social worker here. Whatever resources she's talking about, I'll pull up on her. And because I need to know from my clients. I have a client right now that has been living in a tent in the woods for the past year. Wow. What is she talking about? Wow. The average water bill that I see from my clients, at least $1,000. And when they tell me $1,000 that they owe, that's nothing compared to the water bills that I see that's $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. Well, $1,000 I could work with. I'll try to help her. But Winters, excuse my manners. Peace to everyone. I apologize. That lady got me hyped.
She got my blood pressure up.
I apologize. Peace to Mr. Davis.
Thank you, man.
Oh my God. The property taxes, I don't, she's a liar. She's a bold-faced liar.
Correct.
There is only one community agency that has funding right now that I know of. And that is One Stop Housing with Catholic Charities. And I don't know how long that's going to last. Salvation Army can't help out with utilities assistance. They dang sure can't help out with property taxes.
Yeah.
You go to DHS, you only get one. They've sent this letter out, I believe, last year around October when they got their refunding in. You better have one emergency.
Oh, well, Sister Taliba, you can always go and get equity out, like she said. Go get a loan.
She need her tail whooped.
Wow.
I don't know who sent her to your phone.
Yep.
I was windmill in the air listening to her.
You know my pressure was going up.
She was disrespectful.
That's right.
She's the disrespectful heifer. She has no respect for Flint residents.
She don't know.
None.
She don't know. You calling me from West Palm Beach, lady. I done been there. It's beautiful down there.
And we
It's
struggle.
right down the street
Right.
from Trump.
Right. We
Let me
struggle.
tell
Okay?
Winters, Debbie Clark, I don't know if you was paying attention to the chat, but she said she know where she allegedly have a house in the 3rd or 4th ward, whatever ward she
No, I
said she
can't
had
see
property in. So I'm interested to know where this woman live.
Down the
that
street from
was
Trump.
disrespectful.
She told us. She can throw a stone.
There's one community agency that has funding. G-Card, that, and I'm going to say this, they have one of the most disrespectful ways for clients to call in to get assistance.
Wow.
I can't stand it. You have to call. Well, for one, let me just back up and say, they were awarded ARPA money, still haven't gotten it yet. I asked. Still don't have money.
That lady called
But
me
when they do have funding, the client is supposed to call a hotline starting at 8:30 a.m. and you better hope somebody answer.
You ain't lying.
Ain't no voicemail. It's
Wow.
like they dangle a carrot in front of your face and say, this is what I got the resource, but you got to play this game. And you better hope somebody answer the damn phone.
Wow.
That is disgraceful. Where are the real Christians at?
Right.
Where are the real believers at? Because it's very little that I see.
Right.
I can't stand it. Whoever that lady is, she need to be checked.
Wow.
She need to be checked.
That's sad.
She's disrespectful. There's no funding in this community.
None.
And if you
It ain't
need
for us.
assistance with property taxes, well, any resource that you need, you got to start with DHS first.
Right.
So you can receive a decision letter, whether they going to help you or not. And then you got to go shop around to the other community agencies. That heifer a bold-faced lie.
All right, Sister Talib, I gotta go pick up my baby. Okay.
All right, sorry.
All right,
Love
peace,
you.
family.
Walaikum salam.
See y'all tomorrow.
All
Fam.
right, save it for tomorrow. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go pick up my daughter.
See y'all tomorrow.